You say you a grown man, right? You finna be 20 tomorrow.
Yeah.
So you gotta act like
That's it. That's all. Uh, yeah. So what about now?
Nah, I still don't feel it. Got my volume over here. And then I ain't gonna be there tomorrow. Now I can hear you.
You can hear me?
Mm.
Okay. So that was the problem. Okay, you had that over there muted. Just turn the volume down. That's what was messing up there. Okay. So we might check whatever case may be, but let's get into the podcast. 1 second, guys. 1 second. We finna do this way, this motherfucking way. All right. So,
share the live, y'all.
all right. Let me see. Okay, this shit is not it. Cause it's still showing the wrong shit. Okay, and move. Got it. All right. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Can everybody hear me? Can you hear me, Katie? I didn't turn it down.
He said he turning his volume back up.
You can hear me? All right. So, this is the first episode of the Weekly Mirror. Um, and this episode is called The Human Dump. Some people treat your soul like a landfill, dumping their mess, their drama, their broken pieces without even asking if you've got room. You become the container, the cleanup crew, the silent witness to someone else's chaos. But what happens when your mind starts to overflow? When the weight of what's not yours begins to distort your balance? When uneasiness becomes your baseline and you can't tell what's yours anymore. This episode isn't about trash, it's about truth. The kind that piles up quietly until it demands to be seen. So before we begin, ask yourself, are you holding space or are you being buried? And I know I just didn't hear no snore.
Time please not too big.
Yeah. We're just introduction before we begin, guys. All right.
What's
So
up?
he's so quiet now that he think that. See, that's what I'm talking about.
What are you talking
Oh,
about?
oh.
I didn't even know you
I
were
was back live on time. Living room.
Excuse you. Who? I don't know who this nigga talking to, but talking about. This ain't that.
What's up,
Just give me a
Katie?
line and let me run.
Okay, so y'all quiet this time now. We got the volume machine working.
Just give me a line.
You guys, she about it in the building, Miss Nigga, where I go.
Yeah.
G-Fuck.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
you got Mike feet too, you know what I'm saying? Get on since 8:30.
Oh, God.
First off, you wasn't even here until 9:60.
Not
That's
that
good,
52, not the correct.
Oh, God.
We've been sitting here so long trying to get it together, my boy Steven. Trying to break stuff down to,
What to do on my
look
son?
like
Sure.
it.
All right. So I couldn't go live. I tried to go live on my new page, but you know.
It's okay, it's gonna come along, it's gonna come together.
60 days.
So everybody on the live and on silent because that's each one of y'all gonna read one of these questions. So I want y'all to
I can't
be on
read.
there. And you can put your phones down, but just be on there.
I said that on that from a lot, I can't read. I'm just funny.
I'm on phone, so I heard you first.
No, you're gonna read whichever one you get. You understand, buddy.
You stop talking to you, son. You understand me?
You got something a little dark.
Nah, this person.
Come on now, you know what? I'm getting tired of y'all playing with me, dog. What's up with y'all?
Oh, you do look like him.
You know you can shoot a full, a whole
It's
clip
now
film.
like be.
Now his mouth like that big, but you
Hold
look
up.
like him.
Can y'all, what is this nigga doing? Keep on knocking over my lights and shit. Hey, and do not get my camera up there. What are you doing? Get your ass back. You are being a real super loser right now.
Alright, no better fucking shoot. Not no better fuck.
He needed some juice.
Like,
OG the Juice Man.
He needed a little juice, all the chocolate juice down.
Hey, that's what you look like, OG the Juice Man.
No, he don't look like T.I. son.
So we're not rebranding from Innocent to T. It's really like we got another podcast. So Innocent to T is a wild, get drunk, have fun type of vibe, but
I think you're on the phone. Yeah, on the phone.
oh, okay. But the weekly mirror is basically we need to uncover some of this shit that we can't say. Or we're not allowed to say this word. You understand me?
Like Trump need to get out.
I'm trying to see why.
You said what? How you said
Trump need to get out that chair.
Trump, alright, he's cool.
You know, I was thinking about Zion.
Y'all tell me the president that y'all, since y'all been listening, who's done the job that y'all be on. You can't.
Bro,
I'm just gonna say,
I want to go with
Trump did a little. Trump did
One
his
Clinton
little
and this
thing.
son.
JFK.
It
ain't done
sounds like.
They took my nigga out so he couldn't get anything done. It's JFK.
But
Did
Obama,
Clinton get stuff up on that table? Or not?
Bill Clinton don't know we get the 3 strike laws against him. Fuck Bill Clinton.
Bill Clinton was president, money was flowing better than ever been flowing in the world.
That's because rent.
Hell nah, I think Trump, man, he got out the PPP
That's
and
the
the BBD loans, man. That shit had the whole hood eating crab legs.
No, what Trump did was he fucked the nation up. You got to realize that money, U.S. dollar was backed by gold.
I know.
But when he printed so much of it, it devalued the amount. That's why everything is high. So when y'all was getting that $1,200 and $1,600 stimulus check,
he came back.
but
That's why everything getting
now
in the stores. So
it's
Bring them down to privacy.
it didn't go up. It actually like flatline where the fucking like how everything is.
the chicken wings, $30 in the store.
That's because money is lesser value now than it was because we got so much of it now.
Okay, so
like
brown
you should-
chicken wings,
that should burn some of that
$13
money
to
back
$24.
Just so you get
Give everybody in America $1,200. Do you know how much money we just print?
But I feel like he made good.
That is-
They make our money less of a value. That's what happened. That's why everything seems high. You see?
It ain't everything seems high, everything got
But
it.
they have to go up because money is less of what it used to value because it's so much of it now. You know how you, when people get on
Where is
TikTok,
that? I'm like Jennifer Hudson. That where is that?
y'all
Where
didn't
you
know.
at?
Y'all did you never
Where
know
you
that
They go my blues. I can't do for anymore. Yeah.
Alright, so
Just give me my money.
since Wilbur didn't have that shine, he gotta get out here. He gotta show us something. He gotta read the first question.
Just give me my money.
By the way, I'm She-Bowdy.
This man,
Again.
what are you doing?
I got going on this stuff. I was saying,
Oh, okay, my bad. Introduce yourself.
This ain't nothing to step back.
And make sure we can see y'all face to face, because I think you can't see me.
Let's step back. They say he was a
It's not a
quarterback,
step
but
back.
he
My name is
kind
still
of wild boy.
y'all my blogs. I
Like he's still alive.
Of course, ain't nothing to step back her about.
I don't.
Okay, for real, come on. Let's get serious now. We in that mode now. Let's introduce ourselves like
I'll get that vote.
let's go.
Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna start over here in the gray corner. What's your name, buddy?
Hey, how y'all doing? My name is Steph, but I go by King. But family they call me Steph. My real name Steph.
Be way more trying to do.
You in the entertainment world,
That's a
but
lot of people.
That's
They say like 3 different personalities.
Oh God.
My name Mike Davis.
Got about 2
You know,
drunk.
aka Mike John Jr. You know what I'm saying?
That's the White Tyson.
They can't get out. Mike, anything Mike, Michael Jackson,
8-0-0-4,
Michael Jordan, anything Mike.
Mike Jones up on the low. Junior.
Michael Vick, but you know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
we got little Earlong.
I'm Erlund, bro.
Erlong.
Y'all knew he.
Y'all see the turban on my neck head, man. He have black hair.
Minnie sipping tea. He done
I see
changed
him my
it
leg.
up to little Earlong.
This is
Okay.
really calm.
Yeah, both kind of.
We got old man. Who?
Oh, man.
Wilbur.
No, I don't make me put up.
You got
Wilbur.
go ahead and introduce yourself.
Who am I?
I am Will, but everybody calls me Will. Y'all can look me up on all social media. I have an entertainment company, Smith Entertainment Group. Just want to put that shout out right there. I did. That's premium, right?
Publicity.
That that's the word. Yeah, that's the word.
Okay. Y'all heard that he owns an entertainment company, Smith Entertainment Group. You know, we got artists all over the planet. You know, they go to ATL where the black.
Hey, man, you just started looking at this rapper live the other day. You know I'm gonna tap in with
The
him.
caption said Whitman.
Uh-uh.
That man name is Wilbur.
Now y'all got looking at colors. Yeah.
Okay.
We
Save
having
the
fun.
best for last. Save the best for last. The one and only She-Bowdy. I'm his
You
She-Bowdy.
better say it with your
I
chest.
can't her big old famous.
But I think I've been sitting here so long trying to get that podcast cast together. My voice leaving, but I'm here.
Just take another sip of that.
Miss Nigga, where I go. Miss Nigga, where I go. I'm drinking a little cake with that. Strawberry, extra strength. I'm
We got that
on
brown, you know, it's a little
Yeah.
woody today. It's a little wood.
the podcast going on so long. I should have got high and I know ice in this system.
Hey, so basically, you like drinking up ground and wood.
So what's the first question?
So he just ready to get out of here. Basically.
I'm
Yeah.
good.
Long paper bag.
Alright, so
Well,
that gotta pop up on the screen for everybody to see.
So I said backward rapper email.
Question one says, what's the
Hold on 1 second.
Chew up, baby.
Because hey, we're on the podcast. Y'all need to pay attention. He's already reading the question and y'all not gonna hear it. Got it?
But before you go there, the question's not popping yet.
It's
Alright,
possible.
just
It ain't gonna
Give it a second.
That's what
turn your phone to the side. You can see it. You can turn that closed caption on so you can see it.
Yeah, I need to turn mine out too.
Yeah, turn that closed caption off to see the question, guys. You got just, you know how you finna press play.
I see, Lord's child.
Alright, okay.
Alright. Question one says, what's the heaviest thing someone has ever done on you without asking? Let's talk about the weight you didn't sign up for.
One more time, real loud out there for the people in the back that can't hear. Over there, you know, have a big Beyonce concert. Yeah, we need you out there.
What's the heaviest thing someone has ever dumped on you without asking? Let's talk about the weight you didn't sign up for.
Yeah. And I asked that question.
We're gonna start. The person that asked the question, you just point which way you want to go, or you.
Let's start with
And
please.
then when you finish, you tell us who you want to go. Let's just do that.
Let's start with
The heaviest thing that they dumped on you is
Hold up. Hey, Katie. Tell Katie I need the charger for this laptop before it dies, because we don't not be in hot. Okay. The heaviest thing.
the heaviest thing they dumped on me is kids. And the reason why I say that is because first off, I'm dealing with one child who has lost her parent, who's lost her dad, and that's the heavy load.
Hey, I hear feedback because I'm listening to somebody listening to the podcast. If y'all in the room with us, press mute and just listen to us. He said it's something. I can't see it. That's why I'm telling you, come here. I'm on the podcast. Okay. So last you said she died was this piece. Give me the chocolate piece.
It's right there in your hand.
I guess it was a bad
Give me the
choice of.
chocolate piece.
I'm not gonna say
No, you have it right.
Hey, I'm tired.
Thank you, Clear.
I didn't have some more drink. Trying to eat it all the time.
Don't leave that camera, please.
Hey, chew with Patrick Sherwood.
And the reason I say that is because I don't regret my kids at all.
Okay.
I love my kids dearly.
Okay.
But it was the choice that I made of having kids with certain people. So
How many of y'all watching the podcast?
On my phone.
But
My phone's gonna go ahead and stop it on stuff.
I'm saying we can hear
can
you.
you turn it
Can you
down?
turn it all the way down or mute it? Because y'all can hear us by just looking at us. Okay, you saying you don't regret your children, but they were some of the heaviest things you ever dealt with.
Yes.
Okay, so tell us about it. Why what you say that?
Reason why I say that would be the heaviest thing because I had to experience it at an early age. My first child, her dad was here. The last three, daddy was not here. So it was like a heavy load on me because I'm having to do everything by myself. But one thing I can say, when it came down to that first baby daddy, he stepped up for all of them. Even though we want together. But I feel like that was my heaviest load that was dumped off. Anybody else got something to say?
And kudos to him.
I want you to pick the next person because nobody's scheduling these questions today.
Kudos to him.
So the question
I'm
was.
gonna pass it on to, I wanna see what this young man has got to say.
Okay, so the question is, what's the heaviest thing someone has ever dumped on you without asking? Let's talk about the weight you didn't sign up for.
I think the heaviest thing anybody's ever done on me personally was one of my friends that had passed away. He sent me one of the longest paragraphs I've ever received. When I read it, he was telling me about his life problems and things that was going on at home, how he couldn't handle it anymore. And when I got to the apartment, they were carrying him out on a stretcher. He had off himself. But I think that's the heaviest thing that happened.
So in this case, I want you to be able to say the real words with things, Gavin. So, because it seemed like, I feel like when people jump over what it really is, I think they're not ready to face it, or they're not fully healed, or something like that. It's like this podcast, I want you to be able to say the things that you wasn't able to say to yourself. And this is a comfort zone. So don't say off yourself, because that's a little bit more ruder than what he actually did to me.
Okay.
But I know how y'all niggas talk, but
Somebody asked me.
that's your best friend.
Somebody asked me.
Somebody laughed at you. Oh, you see something?
And then you know, all my sins of
Turn it all the way down.
crying, and one person's dead, and I don't know who they was.
Yeah. Y'all tell me if y'all can still hear us. We had an echo in the room. One of our cameras was had volume. So tell me,
Yeah.
from your friend committed suicide,
Yeah.
what was where did you go? Like mentally, emotionally, where was like what was it that you faced? Like how did it feel?
On a honest level, I can't lie. That was one of the few things that actually resonated with me. It kind of reminded me of my mother had passed, because it was like knowing this person since I had came to Memphis and being able to like know his personality and like him adapting to mine and us just catching a vibe on the regular. Losing that and losing him as a person, it really hurt because it was three of us and like without him, it just kind of fell apart. It was just like this ain't really what we seen coming for real. And it's not really what we expected.
Before I move on, I want to ask. It was three of y'all, but I see you by yourself a lot.
Yeah.
So what happened to the relationship between you and the other person after? Did that tear y'all apart, or like what happened?
Well, like I say, we had both showed up to his funeral, and we had talked a bit. Me and him still text and talk every now and then today. I say it didn't, but also I feel like it did tarnish us a little bit because from how much that we used to talk, even when he did move, we stopped talking so much. He kind of got converted into a shell, just kind of like I did. But honestly, I had to realize, just like I did with one of my parents, that it's a part of life, and that if you let it eat at you for too long, it can take you away.
So was the friend that committed suicide, was he the glue to you guys' friendship?
Sounds like it.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It sounded like he was
The person that killed
more
y'all
of a
together.
person that held y'all together. So when he passed, it was like it tore a hole in y'all to a point to where that it didn't feel right no more of y'all hanging together or being together without him.
Yeah.
So that's basically to sum it up that what took place with him passing. He was like y'all whole. So once he departed from y'all, it was like it tore a hole in y'all to where it made y'all depart.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that he was the entire relationship between us three because me and my friend, me and him were best friends before I had met my friend that committed suicide. But whenever we met him, he kind of like I don't know, like the group together, it all just it felt right. It felt like the
So
perfect.
basically, like energy there.
Yeah. And
Yeah, it's like
that's what I mean when I say it tore a hole in y'all when he passed away. So it was like without him, it wasn't a hole. So it made y'all depart. Like y'all couldn't take the fact that it's just y'all two and he gone.
yeah, cause it was on a sense to where I was like, we brought the energy, but he always brought the sauce, and it was like that. That's what made everything fun for us. If we didn't have nothing to do, he was always, you know what, we can hit down here, chill down here or something. He was like the vibe to us. Like,
So I want to say something. So society has like black men especially to a point where we grow up in families where crying is insult and showing emotion is not the right thing to do. So in this moment where everything is out on the table, if you had an opportunity to, I don't know, write a letter, send a message, anything to that friend, what do you think you would say that could help you to a point where you can free yourself of, I don't know. It's because it's to me it feels like I don't know if you have a fault or something as if maybe if I could have did this or that it would be different. But that's what I'm getting. So
yeah, I always felt like that because I seen Corey 2 days before, and well, it wasn't even 2 days. It was a day before. Literally, we had met at the park. He got his first tattoo. And I'm like, damn, you know, you getting up there, brother, like damn. So he bought his first gun. He let me see it. I shot it. We chilling, cooling, and we grooving. But when I seen him post in like his bio on Instagram, he said, "Dead but can still fuck your bitch." What the fuck? Then I seen on his story he posted that he wanted to fuck some before he lived, and I was like, "Where you going?" Because Tyler said he was moving away to Mississippi. So I'm like, what you mean? We all just falling out type shit.
Did he leave a letter?
So let me ask you this
Only
question.
paragraph that I got.
What was his mental like when y'all were around each other? Like, what actually made him take his life?
Corey was
But first, are you comfortable with speaking
Yeah.
about this stuff?
Corey. I ain't gonna lie. Corey was he had energy and he always had material. He had a head on his shoulder. Corey was just like me and Tyler. That boy he had brains. Like even in school, he was one of them ones where he was like, "Man, I'm straight. I'm just
But it was something. It was something there for him to commit suicide. Like it was something that was actually bothering him. But it okay when a person commits suicide, it's a mental thing and it's something that they got bottled up and they can't handle. That's when it gets to that situation. So did you know that he had this bottled up? Like why he?
For a bit, yes, I did. And the reason why I say that is because Corey was giving me signs and we had our little talks and whatnot. And we had these situations where I was like, look, if I got to push through this shit, I ain't gonna lie, dog. You do too. But what really pissed me off when I seen him in the casket was the fact that I still got to remain exactly where I am. And I got to make sure that I push through my struggles and my life faults until I get old and actually pass away. As to you sat there and put a bullet in your head and gave up on us.
So you fought him for getting out of here without understanding, or did you understand
Okay, the
why he
reason
felt that was it?
I feel like I don't put him at fault for what he did, but at the same time I do. And the reason why I say that is because if I push through that struggle, which me and him have had similar struggles, although he has been through some really tough times, like he went through some really bad shit. So I can sit here and say if I had to push through the shit that I had to push through during life, I don't feel like that it's okay for you to sit there and kill yourself for the things that you're going through life, and I had to push through.
And that's why I feel like you should do a time saying because I feel like you still holding it against him. You got a lot of anger built up from him killing himself because he did that. Everybody that goes through stuff can handle it. Some people can't. So that's what friends are for. Like you said, you was talking to him, but what more were you doing to keep him from doing what he did?
I always tried to get him out the house. I tried to get him to meet up with me so we could chill because I always seen that him being at the house was taken away from his mood. We'll be on the phone. We all three be on the phone. Hey, you trying to hop on the game? You trying to catch a vibe? So we'll get on the game. But hey, fool, I got to get off. I got some stuff going on. Cool, but we still on the phone. We hearing what's going on. So I'm understanding the situations and stuff. And I'm like, hey, Corey, just go ahead. Hang up, call us back when you finish doing what you're doing for.
So do you feel like there was a way to do it by hanging up? Do you think you should have stayed on your phone with him?
I just feel like at their age, I don't think that nobody was expecting something that they never been
Yeah,
through.
but what I'm saying is, now that he's gone, like, are you following yourself for him taking himself? Like, are you thinking like it's something that I could have done? It's something that I should have done? Stuff like that. Like,
At times, yes, because I seen him a day before he did what he did, and I had been talking to him before he did what he did. And the reason why I say that is because I feel like I could have been changed to that young man. I feel like I could have said something different. I could have did something different, or maybe I could have took him somewhere that was different that could have made him be like, damn, this is worth living for. This is something that I'm worth living for. I can dedicate my life to this, and I felt like I couldn't bring that to him, and that hurt me.
But I guess I'll say something about that that's kind of it's deep, but it's true.
mm-hmm.
You can't wrestle with the spirit of suicide in your flesh
Mm-hmm.
because suicide is a demon.
Mm-hmm.
It starts with a thought, and then it manifests. Just like alcohol, weed, anything that you do, if you become promiscuous with sex, it starts with a thought. If you watch enough porn, after a while, you'll start doing things you see. Um, I think sometimes we caught up in friendships and family in our flesh until you actually miss what folks going through because you're so used to seeing them and you're so common to them. You're you'll bypass what they're going through if you don't tap into the spirit.
And I kind of tell everybody as far as myself, I don't, people don't understand that I don't allow people to get too comfortable because that's when things start, I feel like, that's when things start to bake. Like, it start to sit in when people go through things and they're already living these lives where I'm okay, I'm gonna deal with it, or this or that and other. It's like it gets to a point where the deal with it is basically what you feel like going on in your head. Sometimes you're stuck in a mental prison and you don't really understand that it's reality that we have to live. It's like sometimes that's why I always push my nephews and push my sisters and brothers, get out your fucking head. This is where we live at, outside of reality. I always tell them, can your hands make your can your brain make your hands move without you saying so? If that same voice is telling you do this, do that, do the other, if it can't, I don't know, turn your hand blue or fucking run you down the street, then that's a figment of your imagination, but you allow it to be manifest so strongly in you that you believe everything you say. I tell my nephews, I always put it, I was like, so what's 1 + 1? Don't say it, just think it. You got it. And they're like, yeah, I got it. It's 2. Okay, I was like, that's your mental state. That's who you are. But that same voice in your head that start talking without you telling it to, stop listening to that. That's not you.
Self control.
That's not
you. You
you.
gotta have self control.
But Stefan, I don't want to like hold you to being, on the spotlight so much with this question because that was deep. I appreciate, you being able to express that without, hesitation. That's a good thing. I like that. That's what this podcast is about. But it's your choice to pick the next person, and you need to reread the question for them so they can get started.
You know, Mr. Wood. What's the heaviest thing someone has ever dumped on you without asking? Let's talk about the weight you didn't sign up for.
Well, I think one of the heaviest things is in '07 I had moved to Atlanta and I had started playing for a church there and everything was going fine. And I'm a little older than you. You probably wasn't born. Back then, Cleta, going on time like you could fly on JetBlue for $59 back and forth one way. That's a long time. But anyway, my sister, I had been in Atlanta from '07 to '11, back and forth. My sister called me and said, I need to speak with you. Came home and she says to me, I'm sicker than you think. I need you to come back to Memphis and help me take care of her son. I kind of played it off a little bit for a minute, but then she called me again. She said, I really need you to move. I did. I moved back home, unknowing to me that 8 months later she would die. After burying her and wrestling with the fact that my baby sister at 29 had this transition, 60 days exactly. We buried her September 15, 2013. My mother dies November 15, 2013, of a broken heart. That was one of the heaviest things um, that has ever happened because um, what do you do when you can't stop it? What do you do when you can't stop it? I'm one of the ones in the family that everybody depends on. Something happens, they call me. Funeral, they call me. Mortician. So singer, musician, something going on, you know, mechanic, you know this. But what do you do when you can't stop it?
I'm gonna say that being being in my family, what you say you are in your family, I say that um, I can't necessarily. It's not a necessary answer to the question. It's more so of us wanting other people to feel. I mean, to understand what we go through sometimes. It's like it's okay to be a strong person, but where like I have a lot of outbursts and go off and do things like that. You gotta be real, but it's for a reason where people don't necessarily understand the reason. It's more so of with me. It's like okay, I've dealt with this with you, this with you, this with you. I done rode this boat, I done jumped this ship, but the slightest thing that I need from you and it's some type of excuse to get out of, or some type of it's some type of problem that you're facing that at the moment it's not a good time. But I don't think that people understand where they leave us, the strong people, when we're tired of being strong.
And that's the question, exactly what you just said, when we're tired of being strong.
Where do we go?
Where do we go?
Who can we go to?
Who can we go to? Who's going to be strong outside of me?
And that's the crazy thing that everybody that has a way with you or has you to do things for them, they don't get it.
They don't see.
They don't get the fact that when it's our turn
Okay,
to be
can we
vulnerable.
stop right here and I read this comment?
Yeah, I'm gonna put it on the screen. When we get vulnerable, and everybody needs us, it's like it's almost an innate behavior that they don't know how to address us because we've been strong for them. It's like, how you got it?
I kind of get what you're saying, because, like, sometimes, like, if my mama going through something, I know she's more of a stronger person. It's kind of hard to, like, how do I address this person if they always been the person that's been strong? How do I make a strong person feel strong? You know
I
what
can
I'm saying?
tell you that strong people are human, and if you call it strong, it's only one opposite, weak. So if you call yourself a weak person, without calling yourself a weak person, what do we have?
And I'm
So,
telling you,
in order for us to have anything, it's your job to take what we've already given you and become stronger us.
and I'm gonna tell you a strong situation, and I pat myself on the back because I've been through so much to where I didn't help this person, I didn't help this person, I didn't help this person. But when I'm down, I have nobody in my corner. So therefore, I have to pick myself back up. I have nobody to turn to. So I feel like I get the best pat on the back there is. Like I got 4 children. I've been raising on my own. I've been doing this on my own. I have help here and I have help here, but at the end of the day, it's not their responsibility. So me being the person that I am, I don't too much reach out to nobody, let them know what's going on, and see if they can help me for the simple fact that in this generation, this lifetime now, everybody going through something. So it's hard to reach time. Yes.
Where is it?
Going up. It's going up.
He's going up yonder.
Let that motherfucker go up, not down.
Yeah, it was dropping down there first.
Well, we had put the not the break, cut you off.
Well, before we go to the comment, we have one other person that did.
Yeah,
Yeah, we can read the comments still though too.
Okay.
I read it. It says,
You gotta mention the person name.
Brenton said, yo, I can say, when my ex shot me in my head, that's something very heavy I had to handle and still have that weight on my shoulders every day. but I'm learning to focus on my future and not keep that weight on my shoulders.
Right. So to be honest, I'm gonna say this to Brenton. I don't know. I know it's a million ways to do things, but what I've learned being that person that I had to realize that a lot of people that I helped, the reason why I helped them because they couldn't help themselves. So when I became vulnerable, I looked for them to be in my corner like I was in theirs, but they wasn't even in their corners. They needed somebody, and I had to.
And you know, that hurt. And I had to learn how not to let that hurt. Because I had to stop looking for me in them.
In them. But the same thing is like
I was hurting myself.
these things for everybody.
I was hurting myself. And when you learn that you can expect you out of people,
And that's me now.
That's a
And
great
that's
thing.
me now because I feel like when I've been a shelter, I done been a shelter in my struggles with them being in that shelter, with my struggles. Like, I have did so much for people that it hurt me to the core for the simple fact that the people that I have helped, I see where they at now. But when I go down, I can't call on that person, and it hurts me to the core.
Why I don't say it?
Cause I done did this for you. I done bought Pampers. I done housed you. I didn't ask you for a dime. I didn't tell you to put food in my house. Cause when I feed my kids, I don't care if you're an adult. When I cook, I'm cooking for you too. I'm cooking for your kids too. So when I got in my situation and I reached out to certain people that I actually done helped and they living good and they doing what they supposed to be doing, like I feel like I got you there.
Yeah.
But now that I'm down, you can't help me. So that
but
what
it
made
makes you
me,
stronger.
yeah, that what I was gonna say. That made me stronger and it opened my eyes up on bagging off.
So I want to address this. What is strong when we only human? Because we are only strong because our design has helped so many people because we were there, strong and there in these type of situations, especially the same thing.
I feel like strong is always dependent on the person that's beholding the word because your strong might be weak to me, or it could be weak to anybody else.
Yeah.
Or rather than my strong could be emotionally okay, I can take this, or I can handle this problem more so than damn, I can't lift that 120 pounds off that plate board. Because strong can be defined in many different ways.
It can be, but in an emotional standing or an emotional situation where what we're talking about now.
Well,
Strong.
And what I mean when I say strong is I'm a stand-up person and I'm handling things on my own. I'm not reaching out to nobody. I'm doing everything on my own, and it's a struggle thing. It's the struggle is real. When I say the struggle is real, and you got 4 children and you handling stuff on your own with this little amount of money, you living paycheck to paycheck, and you paying bills, and you still gotta clothe these kids, you still gotta put shoes on their feet, you still gotta put food in their mouth.
Without the thing is, I think people don't say everything. You know how, like the old sayings, you don't mix your water till your well runs dry. Do people understand that that's only half a sentence? You forgetting to say that when I'm doing all these things and I'm looking at my wallet, I'm trying to figure out how the fuck is it, how did it get this
Exactly,
thing?
and that's what I mean. Like I'm trying. When I say living paycheck to paycheck, it's like first of the month come around fast.
Mhm.
You gotta pay this bill. You gotta pay this bill, and then when you pay this bill, you pay that bill. You gotta look at the money like, damn, how I'm finna get this? How I'm finna get that? So you gotta take sacrifices and do certain things to get the rest of the money to do this and do that. So my thing was, I do her. Let me get this extra money to do this and do that. But it's a lot of people out here that don't have that mentality to do certain things. So
legally.
it's a struggle thing. If they struggling trying to make ends meet.
Well, I would say this though. I feel that still to be strong, you have to be emotionally intelligent and emotionally intact within yourself. It's like you can't
Turn the
be
mic towards him so they can actually hear him.
you can't be emotionally everywhere and trying to help somebody because you're not gonna be able to help them. You're gonna give them the wrong advice. You're gonna, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna lead them in a path of destruction in a way, and it might not be intentional. But if you emotionally intact with yourself and emotionally intelligent about how life goes and about how people move and about how they feel about certain things, you'll know how to move with certain people and how to be in their corner a lot better. So
So now I have a question on your statement. Um, just a small question. And the reason why I say that is because I feel like I have given advice when I have been dead down broke off my head. And I'm telling you, I've given some of the most A1 advice to where I've seen that person succeed with the advice that I've given.
well, I would say this: knowledge is now based on wealth. Knowledge is based on the wisdom that you was willing to take in to learn from somebody else, and then you can teach the others.
Right.
I'm like, for instance, I asked a homeless man that's living in this neighborhood, be in this neighborhood every day. One morning, I stopped and I asked him. I said, "How can you decide to get happy every day, knowing that you don't have nothing?" And he replied to me with God woke me up this morning. So to me, you know what I'm saying, that was the basic answer that I needed that really just let me know that you have to love yourself first before anything. And you have to
And to answer that question, the advice that you give, do you take your own advice?
Right
The
there.
thing
You
is,
have to take your own advice before you can give advice.
God has a way of sending messages through people where they can tell people things that they don't even comprehend when until it's out of their mouth. But it's like you telling people something that you know is right, but you ain't never actually experienced.
Yeah.
You have to listen to those messages because it didn't come out of you for nothing.
That falls back to taking your own advice.
Okay.
So listen to yourself and have an open ear when your mouth is open. When you are ministering to people and you don't know where it's coming from, that's not you. That's God sending things through you. It's for you too. It's for you sometimes also.
It's
So
just like God put people in your life for a reason.
and take them out for a reason.
And he take them out for a reason. They always say you gonna go before your birthday or after your birthday. So with that being said, when you give advice, make sure before you give that advice, did I take my own advice?
So the last person to answer question one was Liver. So
It's
me
not.
and Charmander will be the last people. Choose the person and reread the question.
I like to talk position.
Charmichael. Charmichael.
Mike Jones.
Like John,
I'm calling Char. So, question one for Char is: what's the heaviest thing someone has ever dumped on you without asking? And let's talk about the weight you did sign up for.
for me, I wouldn't say it's a person. I would say life. Only reason I say life because like those curveballs and little things that you never seen coming, you never expected. Like 2 months ago, my mama got shot. I was never expecting it. It's somebody I never thought about seeing or hearing. A phone call I thought I'd ever get a day of my life.
Do you realize that? Do you realize that a person gave it to you and not life?
Well, in a
Somebody
sense,
did that.
in a sense, yeah, it was a person that I guess you could say a person, but I don't even I say life because in the sense like if she would have left before then, if she would have never went to the location, it would have never happened. But God let everything happen for a reason.
Mhm.
So with me knowing that, I take that as um, as a weight that was forced upon me that I wasn't ready for. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think nobody in their right mind expects that type of phone call. And for me, it wasn't. It's not even just about that. It's about losing friends or losing people along the way, whether it's to death or to the system or any way. So it's just like life itself will put will put weight on your shoulders. And sometimes, like I tell people, my biggest advice that I tell people, like sometimes we carry a cross that too big for us to carry. That sometimes we got to get it out. So you know, so yeah, I would just honestly say life is something the biggest way.
This the end.
And last question, Wendy?
All right, Pam. What is the heaviest thing someone has ever done for you without asking? Let's talk about the way you did not sign up.
Um, I'll say the heaviest thing. Honestly, it has me in a place where you know how when you're growing up and you're learning things, and then everybody think you just got it in the bag, and whole time you're a person that's still learning too. I say the heaviest thing for me was the fact that when my mom passed, um, when we moved here to Memphis, I didn't know until later on that we moved here due to her having cancer because the doctors in our small town had given up and referred her to a bigger facility that had more advancements in technology. But I didn't know that. I was going to what, first grade, third grade, first grade, first grade.
You
I
was
was going
Cherokee.
Cherokee. I was going to the first grade, so I'm one of the babies in the family. I don't know what's going on. But that same year, I kind of heard that your mom had cancer for 7 years, or whatever the case might be. So the disadvantage of my childhood was the fact that my mom told us that she had beat cancer, and we went on a binge where we're out of the we're in the clear. All the time, as years are going on and on and on, we never knew that she actually still had cancer. So I come home from school one day and nobody's there. That's unknown. Nobody's there when I get home from school, but eventually people show up. It goes from day to night, and I'm still like, "What? Okay, what's going on?" Get a phone call. You need to get to the y'all. Somebody finna pick you up. You need to get to the hospital. Your mama don't have long to live. That's how I went from starting, going from first grade to thinking that she didn't have cancer, all the way to ninth grade, and finding out that she had it the whole time, and now she don't have long to live. My mom used to put on my makeup and put her up and this that. We didn't even know. I get to the hospital and she's completely bald. Radiation had burned her skin. And, um, she would have been on her last limb. And that was the first. That was kind of the first thing that I cancer that I went through. So we all, as a collective, as my siblings, said that if something's happening to any of us, we want to inform each other because we don't want nobody to just find out about something that's at the wit's end. Same thing happened to my sister Tolanda.
Yeah.
Timberlane,
Timberlane.
and people don't understand what I go through when it comes to. They did the same thing my mama did, and they were mad at my mom for holding out this information. So I think the biggest thing somebody else dumped on me was the lack of accountability. It was like, even though you're gone, I have to say this. It's like you left me without giving me enough time
You
to
give me
process or process the fact that
if you're
not
gonna leave, you didn't give me the time to get ready.
You didn't give me the time to get ready. And people don't understand my outbursts and stuff like that is because sometimes, like I have a insomnia. So sometimes I'm up 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, 6, 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. And while everybody's resting, I'm grieving. I'm grieving at the fact that I have no answers. It's keep happening.
And this your niece. And this your niece, but she don't sleep in her.
Yeah, it keeps happening. And then as time go on and on and on, it's like, who's next? And are you gonna play me out of
Feel fear.
Are you gonna play me too? You know, that's what happened.
And that right there falls into trust issue.
I would
Yes.
say
Yeah.
That right there falls into trust issue.
And it creates anxiety.
Yeah.
Yes.
it
So
sounds
the
like
first time somebody start coughing, you get scared. Oh shit. What's wrong with you? You ain't told me. You know, you start getting scared. Yeah, I've been there and done that too.
like he's like
Let's move on to question two.
Yeah,
Your fear of
I was
not
gonna
knowing.
say, let's move on to question 2, because I see that my brother, like, he's getting emotional, so.
That's fine. This was this podcast.
Yeah,
I like
it is true, so let's just, okay, before we move on to the next question, Katie has put an answer in the
Katie,
comments, can somebody read that?
Katie, come on.
It's gonna pop up on your screen.
My phone there.
But it's gonna pop up on there. It's gonna go.
It says, I'd say my immediate family making me feel I'm going to hell. If
I found it in, there you go.
Like
Oh,
we right here.
my bad. Oh, dang, I was reading my phone. Says, I'd say my immediate family making me feel like I'm going to hell after I revealed my truth.
To be honest,
your truth is not always other people's reality.
Katie, you watching, would you like to come elaborate on what you said?
he's talking about his sexuality.
I know.
And the thing is, as life is going on for me, like it's just a time where more and more truth comes out. And you know, we sitting here with the church going, God. But for me, I don't think I'm going to hell because people that don't understand, we don't choose sexuality. We choose to go ahead and be happy or live a life of a lie. Ain't y'all tired of BL niggas that's around here doing this and doing that just to fit in? So it's like when a person live his life truthfully,
It's the problem.
it's still a problem.
Mhm.
So where does a man fit in this world? If they too soft, it's a problem. If they show emotions, it's a problem.
Got a problem.
If they tell the truth about how their sexuality is, it's a problem. If
It's gay.
I feel you in a sense because as a man, it's like, damn, do we have room to breathe?
I mean, I'm asking y'all.
I just feel like a lot of people look at it like that because they feel like it's supposed to be man and woman, and y'all supposed to
It
be
doesn't
able
matter.
to produce children. And there's a lot of people that has that mentality and think like that. I don't have a problem with the LGBTQ.
But do you understand how many
I
women
love
have my back right now?
And that's true, like, that's true, but it's a lot of people think like that. A man not supposed to be with a man. But what is the difference in a woman being with a woman? They don't speak on it.
I do. Because the only reason why I speak on it is for the simple fact there's no difference.
It's not. And that's
So-
why I said that you got a lot of
The
people.
only difference it is for men that who are straight is because they okay it due to the fact, of course, a straight man want to see two bitches doing things. So instead of y'all going by what y'all say is right and wrong, now it's a shortcut.
Mhm.
Now it's okay for this.
Mhm.
It's just ain't okay for that. I don't give a fuck.
And
I think
the
I tell
reason why
people I
a
don't
man
listen.
look at
I don't listen to me. I don't
Yeah.
listen to I don't listen to human when it comes to things. I know what my God did for me. If I was sitting here sinning and being wrongful, why my God keep blessing me?
Exactly. And that's why I say it's not a problem with a man dating a man, and it's not a problem with a woman dating a woman. For the simple fact that it's still the same as a man dating a man.
But how many? Why is so
How a man look at it, they don't see two men sleeping together for the simple fact that they already see two women sleep together because they feel like they can join.
But then the same men that act like that in public that we see in the nightlife.
You understand?
And y'all don't even know. Them hard ass niggas that be talking about shit.
Them assigned
Them
men
assigned
that want to
men
deal with a man.
that at night they want to come over and get their rocks off.
Who the hell?
What you mean?
Real, I ain't lie. Facebook been on the road, boy. You been looking at Facebook.
Nah, it
all these
ain't.
gangsters
This some
supposed
shit
to
that's
be
been,
niggas.
but this some shit that's been going on for as long as I can remember.
Nah,
Y'all just
I'm saying now by us having the internet now, is niggas are being more outed about it.
I mean, but I don't, this another thing. I never out a man. I never.
I know it's been going on, but
I never out people because
internet
if
took
they
it.
want to come out, they'll come out.
I mean,
I just do not feel like a man has to come out just to please you. What are you? What are you? What are you
Okay,
doing?
let me ask y'all this question. Do y'all feel like, okay, I ran across this page on TikTok where this woman that became a transgender man
Okay.
and still having babies. How do y'all feel about that?
I-
'Cause
I'm
let me
attracted
say this
to
before y'all
transgender
say.
women.
Let me say this before y'all say anything. Because I see a lot of people bashing her. I said, well, I'm not gonna call her no her. I'm not gonna disrespect her sexuality. I'm gonna call her a man. I see a lot of people bashing him for the simple fact that he chose to bring his own seeds in this world. So he can still have something to fall back on when he leave this earth. He can leave a legacy on this earth. Just because he became a man and he carried a baby, I think that's beautiful to me. I have no
Hey,
problem
yes,
with it.
people too. I don't like this. I'm just gonna be honest. Don't be broke, ain't got shit going. Take a bath every 3 days. Ain't got your shit together, and then you got the right to say something about me. Shut the fuck up and sweep around your own porch before you come and sweep
Exactly,
around.
because I don't see nothing
Simple as
wrong.
that.
I don't see nothing wrong with it. Because to me, reason
don't
why I
care
say
about
it's
it.
beautiful, because I feel like sometimes I wish men can go through what we went through. Because you got some disrespectful men out here towards women, and if they can go through what we go through, I feel like they'll be on that mother.
Well,
They'll
I
be on
feel
their
like
knees
this.
bound down to us.
I feel
to
like
this
this.
day.
If people just stop worrying about how other people decide to live their lives,
Exactly, life will be so
It'll be
much
so much
better.
Do y'all understand that sexuality is so not real to me that I see men that has been straight all their life turn 40 and finally living their truth?
Exactly.
It don't sound right to a person now. It didn't sound right to them when they were your age. But now at 40, they didn't learn that I don't give a fuck about what nobody talking about, and I really mean that. Now.
Well, you should have had
It
that mind frame when you was young.
But
Why
it
wasn't you
can't.
get
But you
40?
can't have a mindset when you trust all these people in the room. So I'm DL. I trust all y'all. I get in the car with you. We driving down the street and we see a trans. All of a sudden, I'm thinking about telling all of y'all about me. All of a sudden, look at that ass nigga. Look at it. Y'all create DL people just right there. Now I can't trust the people that I give a fuck about.
He's scared.
That is how a DL man is created.
He can't tell his own friend.
He can't even trust
His
the
own friend.
motherfuckers that say they love him. Because look how y'all treat a person that never did nothing wrong to y'all.
Oh,
That's what y'all see.
sometimes in my eyes, the way I see sexuality, I don't really give a damn. Like,
Nobody gives a damn because I don't think sexuality is real. I don't give a fuck. You probably fuck bitches all your life, but you just chose that.
And I feel like the ones
But I chose.
at the same time,
What the
but,
fuck you got
but
to
it's
do?
like
you know
at the
what?
same
There's
time,
probably a lot of women that believe that men that have sex with a lot of women is low key gay.
No, they just think they lucky gay because they ain't got nothing else to talk about.
But I'm
You can't
saying
call
this right
nobody
here.
gay if you ain't never fucking seen them be gay.
And you got a lot of women out here that don't want to deal with a man that's gay.
Hmm.
You got a lot of women out here that don't. Not saying that you had that problem. That's why I say it's a lot of women out here. Because I done seen it with my own eyes. I done heard it with my own ears. A lot of women saying that they wouldn't sleep with a DL man. They wouldn't sleep with a gay man. They wouldn't do this. They don't do that. But in my eyes, baby, you don't know what your man doing.
they lying.
You don't know what your man like.
Just say you want to sleep with a person that you know knowledge on. Because that's all it is.
Exactly.
You don't know if a nigga gay, straight, if he fucking this, if he fucking that, if he getting fucked. You don't know nothing.
But if you run across a man that's been gay all the years and he decide that I don't want to be gay no more, I want to deal with women,
You know how many
You gonna
women
push him
want to deal
out?
with me and they know what's up with me? I don't know. I think it's the demeanor or something. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
But I don't have that problem. Like literally, if I want a bitch, I know I can have her.
Well, all I will say is you're not a sassy gay. You're
Okay, so let's fix that right now. Gay is not feminine and masculine.
No, I'm saying no. That's
A
what I'm
man,
saying.
Gay
I'm not
ain't
that. But I'm saying this is the thing. Everybody is associating gay with being a feminine ass nigga. No, a gay man that's feminine
No.
just chose to be feminine.
No, that's why.
It has nothing to do with his sexuality. That's just what everybody perceive it as. You don't have to be motherfucking feminine to be gay.
No, I know that. That's why I said you were not a
I'm
sassy.
not talking to you as if I'm attacking you. I'm saying this out loud for the
Other
viewers.
people. Okay.
I'm telling you that I don't know who told y'all gay means switching down the motherfucking street.
If you Google gay actually mean happy.
It is happy.
I feel like
Gay mean
That's why
happy.
all these straight niggas running around here with these bitches all stressed out, beating on them because they can't. The thing is, folks need to understand something. These niggas need to get their shit together. Because first off, you beat on the woman because you can't control the fact that you want what you want, but she's not delivering. That ain't your job. That's somebody else's motherfucking child. If you don't like it, go find somebody you like.
anyway, so commenting in my relationship.
I'm just saying. Okay, so question 2 has been up for a minute. Who was the last person that started the questions?
It was.
No, he started before the show.
Okay, who want to read question number 2?
How do you know when someone's venting versus dumping? Where is the line between sharing and unloading? That's good. I want to speak on this.
You gotta finish the question.
I did.
He did. He said
Yeah,
it.
I said between the line sharing and unloading.
For the people that don't understand what is dumping and what is sharing, when you share a thought or you share what you're going through, you're not leaving that person to fix your problem. When you're dumping, you're coming over to put all your problems on the next person so you won't have to deal with it. And then you sitting there mad and upset because they ain't delivered like you want them to. Can you do this? Can you do that? But you can do it yourself, actually. But nobody talks about that. You can actually do the shit that you asked me to do, your motherfucking self. But you dumped it on me and not even realize that I had so much more shit going on in my own personal life.
All right. I want to pick up on that. And the reason I said it because like I do have friends, and I don't say no names, but like they will call me, complaining about their situation. It's like, bro, you calling me out here as a friend. I'm gonna hear you out, but bro, you complaining to me about the same things, and bro, I'm still dealing with what I'm dealing with in my life. I still gotta face my own battles, but I can't face my own battles because you come to bring your battles to me. And it's like, do you want me to solve your battles for you? Because as a grown person, I'm not gonna battle for you. I can just be there with you along the battle. So, it's a lot of it's a difference between venting versus dumping. It's a lot of people that I feel that comes to me that dumps their problems on me instead of just talking to me about it and hey, I can give you a solution.
So we're talking about scenarios here. You give me a scenario where you felt like somebody dumped.
All right. I'm gonna use an old friend. I'm not a friend, I'm gonna use an old friend.
It's true.
So the man used to call me every day about praying about him having to pay court this amount of money. He got to pay his mama. She want this amount of money. You feel like his baby mama doing this to really get back at him and this, that, and the other. But I had to tell him like, bro, you gotta understand, bro. Your choices and decisions you make is what's leading to your downfall.
Okay, so I want to stop you there. That is a result of venting. Dumping is when a person has something going on, and instead of dealing with it themselves, they run to you and make you fix what's going on. So it's like,
Say for instance, like you got a bill that you can't pay, and you go to the next person and you talk to that person about that bill, but instead of you asking, you telling them
making
what's
up a
going
story
on.
like it's so
Yeah.
dramatic to you, and you
Tell
know
them
that
what's
person
going on.
cares about you so much that they're gonna handle it.
Yeah.
You are being
Okay, well,
accepted
I got a better scenario.
and what's going on with you.
I got a better scenario. So, once again, now this person we still friends. Every time this person call me and they want to do something with me, or just he can just be like, "You going out?" Uh, if they know my position at this point in time, like say if I don't got no money at the time, and I'm working, I'm out of work or whatever, and you as a friend, you know my position, know where I stand, but yet you come to me with these ideas, and it's like you're hinting at me that, oh, you want me to pay for it, because you might say something like, oh, I'm tired of being the only one paying for this, or I'm tired of being the only one doing this and doing that. And it's like, so what are you saying? Like
I don't
I'm not
really-
contributing.
That's still not dumping.
That's still
That's
not
that's
like,
articulating a way without hurting your feelings to tell you, nigga, when you gonna step in. Honestly.
Here's nothing. Me and Money at one time had some friends, and we both used to work. I'm still doing the same thing, but at that time, Money was working during the day, and what they would do is they would leave the house completely dirty, and we get home, and now they were living rent free with Money at that time. Hadn't set up the house, hadn't done anything. But now at 12, 1 o'clock in the morning, they home. Me and Money, being who we are, going to the store at 12, 1 o'clock at that time. You know, Walmart used to be 24 hours. Now we going to get food, come home, clean, wash. I'm washing things while he cooking and feed our whole house of motherfuckers.
Just to
That turned around and stole one night all the food out of the refrigerator. That's dumping.
that's dumping. Dumping is like you in the struggle.
Yeah.
You can't
But you're
pay
looking
this
out for
bill,
somebody.
and you can't pay that bill.
Basically,
So
taking
this
advantage.
person coming to you and they been to you about, I need I got this bill, I can't pay this bill, my life's gonna be turned off.
No, the only reason
They
why
not
they're talking
asking.
to you
Because
like
because
that,
they know
your heart.
they
you're
know
gonna
your
do it.
heart,
It's
and
not
they
gonna
know
let me.
that you're not gonna let me fall. So they know if they vent enough and say so much shit happening, you going to get them out of there.
Oh,
They intentionally did that to you
my job.
because they know how you gonna do things.
Me and you, we best friends. I come to you, I'm in the screwed situation. I come to you,
Friend,
friend, what you doing? How you doing today?
I'm good. How you doing?
Girl, let me tell you.
I got my life bill.
I got my light bill, such this amount, and girl, you know, I ain't been to work and all this. I ain't been to work, such. I can't
I'm
pay
finna
this
be the
bill.
dog for you.
That's how they come.
Let me finish.
No, check this out.
Then my mom and them, they want to, you know how
Yeah.
they treat me. They do it. They doing me any the fucking type of way.
Your voice
That's
is
They
big.
sit here.
what I
You
was
want
saying.
to bring the
That's what I was gonna say. So look, in that case,
I got my baby daddy in the house.
Oh, friend.
well, so
You know, I get paid such. They come at you like that. I don't get paid to such day.
All the time.
And my life
They
bill.
know you're going to be the motherfucker.
They know you gonna do it.
Oh, he's
no,
the
so look, check this out. Check
He's
this
the
out.
one y'all.
All right, so check this out.
You know Shaniqua out
That's
there,
my-
she can't be the dog.
Then my mom want to breathe them. My bad. I'm trying to
She can't be the dog.
We trying to get that across. You want what's up and then what's
I'm
then.
trying to explain the scenario to let y'all know
I'm
that.
sorry, go ahead.
So, all right.
And you had a question.
So my friend that I'm speaking on per se, like that person might call me and actually come to me exactly how you just said. Like, oh man, I just been going through this. Man, my mom ain't trying to help me, my dad ain't trying to help me. Man, I just really need some help. Like, I really do need it. And this, but at the same time, I understand like why you coming to me with it.
Mm-hmm.
So but at the same time, I have to be like, man, as bad as I want to do it, you know my position right now, and I'm really not able to do it. So, but I understand what you're saying is a form, like what is a form of dumping. So,
And that's just like me, goes back to me being a shelter. I know I don't have the room for it. I know I don't have the income coming in to take care of nobody else. I know that I have 4 children in the house and how they eat, and I'm putting food in the house for them. So when I invite other people in because they come to me with these sob stories, they have nowhere to go. They been sleeping in their car for these such amount of time, and they ain't ate in this amount of time. So guess what? I'm opening my door. I'm letting them in. So when I let them in and they come in, they take the advantage because they know that I'm going to do.
This is two things I have to say about this situation. The first thing is, I think that strong people have a knack of forgetting about themselves because they feel like it's coming
And that's
back.
me. And that's me.
Okay, that's one thing, and you
'Cause
have to realize that.
Time. I don't mean to cut you off, but that's me. And when I say that's me, because I feel like I'm getting my blessings.
Mhm.
I feel like I'm getting my blessings by helping
I'm gonna
somebody
tell you
else.
something.
But a blessing
about
don't come
blessing.
when you want it to come.
Yeah.
No. Let me tell y'all something about blessings. The reason why blessings not coming when you want it to come is because you're thinking that you're helping everybody, but you forgot about the most important person.
Myself.
Yourself.
And that's me.
And God knows that you sitting here giving. God never taught you to give away everything that He gave you. So you sitting here giving away what God bless you with. He don't think that you're grateful.
She told the rate.
Yeah, I was looking at it. I was looking at it as a spiritual standpoint too. I just look at it like, well, I look at it like this. As long as I put my hope and faith into God and know that He'll come through, not worry about when He'll come through. Just know that He will.
And He's going to come through.
And that's the thing. And that's the thing.
You know
He's going to come through, but at the same time, He's not going to come through.
Patient even with God.
He's not going to come through when you want Him to, for the simple fact that you're not thinking about
There's
self.
certain things that y'all don't understand. That just from me hearing what y'all saying, when y'all saying God not coming through, and He'll come through when He ready, whatever. You got to understand something. When you pray for something and God know He already gave you what you need to get it, then you think you still waiting on a blessing. The best thing that God gave all of us is the tools to get everything that y'all are praying for. But you want to be lazy. He already gave you legs, feet, arms, understanding, everything. And y'all are not taking the blessings, the legs, the blessings, the hands, the blessings, the understanding, and going out and get what the fuck you need.
Mm-hmm.
That's when you think that you waiting on a blessing. God already gave it to you. If He ain't answering, He already gave it to you.
My motto is, in 2025, soon will be 26. If you wake up broke, you need to be. Because
And
there is absolutely no reason you need to be broke.
The reason why I understand what you're saying, but entrepreneurship don't follow on everybody.
Entrepreneurship. As many jobs out here, these I call them YN. They don't want to work no more.
Yes, I do.
You're not a YN to stop calling yourself that.
No.
You are young, but are you what they
Why
consider?
is
What
it
they consider? Hey, young nigga, you ain't doing none of this shit, but you want to stay in this category. You got to learn how to say, I'm not one of them.
Now I'm gonna break it.
Like, for real, you got to
Oh,
realize.
because the first 2 words I said.
Because we know, knowing you versus knowing what a YN is, why are you embedding yourself in this?
Check this out. Check this out.
But I feel like you know I'm not one of them.
No, check this out.
You know you're
not one of them, but you consider yourself.
No,
as
check
a
this out,
YN.
y'all. Check this out, y'all. He's considering himself. He's considering himself a YN through age, not. But there's no personality. Not personality. This is where he's coming from. I don't understand where he's coming from.
No. I can't understand where he's coming from because just like you know, and I know.
But this is why. This is why.
He perceived
No. This is why I'm explaining to you how I perceive.
But that's how that's when people stop learning and people stop understanding the stuff that people are trying to give them. You got to realize the things that they are considering a YN, that ain't something that you want to be.
Don't put a
I
name.
understand.
Don't
That's
put a
why I was
name
doing
on
right.
yourself if you don't know what it is.
I'm gonna say I'm a young YN. I say I'm young.
All right, so let me
That's
say
anything.
let me say this, and this is what
You too loud. You too
Too close to the mic.
I would say this. He thought about his age when really it's actions.
I know what you're saying.
Let me finish. Let me finish
All right,
explaining.
go ahead.
With us, we know a YN is due to actions and how you present yourself.
Mm-hmm.
To him, it's through age.
I think you're
You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
So
this
it's
podcast-
a difference.
That's what this podcast is about. It's not about feelings. It's
You
about
can't
what
just
is
say-
actually going on
you
and
can't
what
just
is
say-
actually being considered.
You can't think for him. You can't
No,
think
I'm not
for
thinking.
him.
I'm not thinking for him.
Right.
No, I'm not thinking for him. I'm telling you the perception of how he called it. He took it as, age range. Oh, I'm a young nigga. But he's not looking. He probably wasn't thinking about it all the way full as, I'm not in the I'm not out here in the streets committing crimes.
God damn it.
Well, let me
I'm not
say this right here.
you know
Let
what
me
I'm
say
saying?
this right here. Well, stop considering yourself something that you don't know what it is.
I know what
A
it is.
YN is, I'm finna break it down to you. A YN is the young niggas that's out here you seeing on the news every day.
Yeah.
You seeing these little
So,
YNs on
okay,
the
stop
news.
right
They
there. Wait,
stealing cars.
no, stop. Because you are sitting here and agreeing and saying that you are one at the same time.
No, I'm not. Oh, that is not nowhere near what I said. I said
Okay,
I really
the thing is, what's being recorded on the internet can never be erased. I'm listening to you. And you are like, I know what this is, but just a second ago, I am a young nigga. Which one of you don't understand?
As in, I am a young man. I don't.
Okay, that's different from a YN and a YM.
It's two different things.
Two different things. Stop categorizing yourself with foolishness and dumbass niggas. It's unacceptable, especially in this family. I'm tired of young niggas acting as if in this family, that's what's gonna happen. Y'all way more. Y'all niggas can articulate your words. Y'all niggas can do everything that it takes to be an outstanding citizen. And you motherfuckers want to be something
It's
because
sitting up
it's
here
cool.
listening to you.
Fuck cool. When you left high school, you shouldn't be worried about cool and uncool. No. Because when you start your foundation, your life, your child, your people, your foundation, what you gonna grow, that's all you got.
And with you having a child, you shouldn't even consider.
Y'all still worried about what this.
You shouldn't
Fuck
even
that.
use that.
I'm gonna be in
YN
no
word
category
your
like that.
At all.
Especially if I ain't out here doing stupid ass shit just to make a name for my motherfucking self. Go to jail just to say that I'm one of them niggas you don't fuck with. Ain't nobody fucking with you now. Cause after so long, all your family, they ain't finna keep sending their motherfucking money to jail. They ain't finna keep putting money on the motherfucking phone every week, and you sitting here calling 15 times a day. Who the fuck you think you is? Nigga, before you left and went there, you knew that it was a struggle for me. You knew that everybody out here in your whole motherfucking family was struggling. How the fuck you think that I'm gonna put money on your book every motherfucking time
How
you
the
call?
fuck you think I'm finna pay for a lawyer?
Why
How
would
the
you?
fuck you think I'm
I
finna
want
get
you
you
to stop considering.
considering when you had a mind frame to where you knew better before you went and got yourself in that situation? Now you putting us in.
And this the big thing. This the big thing I want y'all to understand. Y'all sit yourself and y'all want to be around older people like us. Y'all want to be around older people like us. Then why are y'all still trying to get the credibility from a YN standpoint?
This burning.
Credibility from who?
That's what we trying to see. Because when it comes to what y'all say out y'all mouth, that's credibility. Y'all constantly claiming shit that
I'm just gonna break it down to you like this. When we say, I'm a young nigga, we say to each other, we say as in the age standpoint. We not look, just understand. We saying as the age standpoint.
So when y'all gonna say to each other and admit to each other in y'all vocabulary change that we are young men.
Yeah, but
You know,
That's how we
understand.
No, I don't get it.
Nigga,
I was young just a few months, 15, 16 years ago. I'm sitting here doing the same motherfucking thing. But one thing I did as an adult, I grew up and I learned early. All that shit that y'all, the thing is, the reason why shit that y'all want to happen ain't happening is because y'all refuse to let the fucking shit go. Nobody has to live the bullshit that y'all trying to consider. You shouldn't even live the bullshit y'all trying to consider.
No, it's no, check this out. No, this is what I'm saying. I think you're taking what we saying is us implementing.
Okay, so
No.
before you say
No.
that, I'm gonna say this. I need for you guys to understand something. There are some older people that lost track of what the fuck's going on out here in the world. And there's some people that live every generation with you motherfuckers. So I understand every motherfucking thing y'all saying. I'm not saying none of that bullshit that y'all trying to articulate. I'm saying that the things that's coming out your fucking mouth is y'all still trying to live in a category that ain't above. I mean, that's below you. And when you understand that, you're gonna start growing. Until then, you're gonna constantly try to figure out life every motherfucking day and trying to figure out why the fuck life ain't happening for you because you're trying to be in a life that ain't for you.
No, this is what I'm.
Happy
That's
birthday.
right. No, this is why I'm.
That's
Thank
what I
you.
think,
No, say for instance, he could be a
Damn you,
scholar.
nigga,
No,
damn.
look, he could be a scholar. He could be a scholar. He could do everything right. But in his mind, he still could consider himself a young nigga.
Happy
due to his
birthday.
age. You know what I'm saying? So this is why I say. That's why I say you don't.
You are young.
We understand that. That's what
Okay,
we-
so get ready.
No, that's what we say. It's a young nigga. We take it as age. We don't.
Okay,
we don't
so
have
this is
to implement.
okay. So here's the thing. This is what I'm saying. So after I understand you, you understand me. We have to get rid of. You know how if your son and your daughter get old enough, it got to be something that erases the nigga name, and it got to start somewhere. Why are y'all still living a life that y'all gonna bring the same bullshit to make people resent and hate people and know where fucking nigga came from? The only thing y'all gotta do is erase it from memory.
I want to get married one day.
Let it go. Because the white man named you that. Let it the fuck go. Why are y'all so comfortable with being okay with that? It's nigga and nigger.
Well,
It's
I would say
different.
this.
I ain't got time for this shit.
I'm
Well, I would say this.
rich and
Look,
go for shit. That's it.
look,
The only thing I want y'all to understand is you niggas think that y'all living something that we don't understand.
No.
We were the same young niggas. What?
Not
No,
saying
but you're not. But you're not listening. You're not listening. The same thing that y'all are doing, it's the same thing that we didn't even have somebody telling us that we were doing. That same speech that you're giving me is the same nigga I thought that I should be growing up. There ain't nothing changed.
No, it's not necessarily like that. That's
How
what
you
I'm
know
trying
when
to
you
say.
didn't live my life? I'm living my life
No,
and I'm still here for
no.
yours.
This is what I'm saying. I'm talking about you as far as
Go for the race.
that nigga like. I'm talking to you in the form of not what you've been through in your younger years, but in the sense of
I didn't been through nothing because I refused to go through it.
well, you just throw me out. What I'm saying is, just because we might say, "Oh, I'm a YN," don't mean you have to act like one, or don't mean you.
No, sir. That does not fit in the same category. Y'all be trying to make motherfucking paths through shit that ain't it. I'm not or I am. Don't fucking call me nigga because I'm not one of these niggas that's out here doing all this stupid ass shit. I'm a motherfucker that have lived my whole entire existence so far as a motherfucker that tried to do right by everybody. Why the fuck would I categorize myself with something so cruel and so bad? The thing is, what they call young niggas, y'all need to understand that shit is considered something that's so fucking, that people just say, ugh, to. In the real motherfucking world, in the real world where real money is happening.
I understand because this is like saying we see a 16-year-old with a ski.
Thank you.
And that shit make me want to slap the shit.
Nah, for me, I understand. That's why I said I understand.
So hold up. How can y'all see, going back to 16, how can y'all see that as bullshit? But when we trying to tell y'all this even bullshit, y'all can't see.
Check this out. The way we act and the way we do things, the way we carry ourselves is not on this same 16-year-old.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. A 16-year-old to get online
The
and
reason-
say hoe and bitch to a woman knowing that my mama is right in the next room. That is things that cause y'all to be the young niggas that y'all trying to portray. My thing is this. You gotta realize that one day you gotta wake the fuck up. And one thing that when wrinkles start happening in your face, and then y'all realize that age happens so quick. You might know that you haven't experienced it yet. So listen to somebody who is going through the
I can finally make my noodles.
No, sir.
Thank
You-
you, bro. I appreciate you, dog.
You understand it completely, but at the same time, it's like I understand where y'all coming from. I want you to understand that it did everything that has been said in this situation. Nigga, I was the young nigga just a few years
No,
ago.
I just want you to understand how
I
we
was there just
vocalize
5
the
years
word
ago.
young nigga with each other.
Just 5 years
versus
ago.
vocalize. I like if I say young nigga to you, we both know what I mean when I say young nigga when we conversate. If I'm
Okay.
talking to him, I say man, and I say the word young nigga, we both know what we mean in this sense.
That's fine, but this
You know
is
what
the
I'm saying?
thing.
I'm
This
just-
is
that's why I'm trying to
the
get you
reason
to
why I'm
understand.
calling on y'all about this situation, and y'all ready to do this and do that. Is for the simple fact that the podcast.
We got a lot of questions to get to.
Oh God, I hope his computer dies so
Man,
bad.
there's
I
a question
really do.
too. We got 8 more
We
questions.
just say questions.
That's fine. We can go through 4 or 5 of them real quick, and you don't never know if that's a quick thing or not.
That's it.
But
Yeah, we sure went into a whole
I
episode.
really don't like when I'm on my podcast and people are rushing to stop. So y'all, what y'all can do is not get on my podcast anymore.
I'm
If
gonna
that's
get
how
on
you
the
feel.
podcast.
No, you're not.
'Cause I
Because
enjoy it.
I'm used to talking about noodles and we're doing podcasts. Like
Oh,
literally we on an entertainment platform.
Hey people, how y'all doing?
Ain't no hey people. Nigga, we just getting started. People ain't gonna be here. But eventually more and more, like last time, more and more people join and understand and see what the fuck going on. This is a test run. But on the flip side, it's like what I'd like to understand is why the fuck y'all don't have any patience.
I'm just hungry.
No, ain't no with
I
what?
got patience.
Patience, period.
No,
I got
that's
patience.
what I was finna say. What in this young generation, we ain't got patience at all.
I got plenty patience.
You worried about a generation, worried about the niggas that has been raised in my family.
No,
I
when you
got
said that, I
patience,
just
I got
looked at it in
plenty
the
patience.
generation.
Don't do that. We're not worried about all those people. We're telling the generations that they can be something different.
What you mean? I'm here doing the stuff with you. I'm not rushing you to get off of it. I'm here asking questions, talking to you.
What do you mean what I mean? You just said one thing and I responded to it. What do you mean what I mean?
No, because you said, why are we rushing? I'm not rushing.
I
I'm
think
doing it
both
with
of
you.
y'all just are slightly
Okay, so
too
rushing
deep.
indicates that basically, oh shit, I'd rather make noodles than be on a podcast.
I think we feeling the same thing right now, brother.
I'm not rushing. I'm literally
You
asking.
probably feeling the same thing. KD,
My phone low.
tell
Katie
K.
sleep, he bowed up under
Oh,
the
yeah, he
cover.
did.
Cool.
Uncle KD done passed in the sleep.
All right, so read question number 3 out loud because apparently they're not being able to see it. I know that
No,
it's
my phone didn't get low.
It says,
Like
what's
5%.
one trash bag you've been carrying that isn't even yours? Whose mess are you holding on to?
quick.
Man. Right now,
You how
right
you,
now
how
in my
you-
life, I would say nobody.
I
On my
read
own.
the question. How you gonna do that, folks? Give me
Easy.
this back. I think somebody trash
Your
bag
mic off.
that I've been holding on to myself is I think it's probably myself, definitely. Because I feel like a lot of my problems I try to run away from until I have no choice but to face it. But when I do, I feel like I give it all I got and I overcome my issue.
Well, I would say the same. I don't want to say exactly the same thing, but for me, it's nobody else's bag but my own bag. I know what I need to do, what I need to get done, how to do it, when to do it. Yeah. So as far as me myself personally, right now in my life, and nobody else's bag. It's my own bag I'm carrying.
Okay. But what's one trash bag you've been carrying that isn't even yours? Whose mess are you holding on to?
No, I have to agree with them. I think it's mine. I've really been holding myself to a higher standard lately, and I think your dog's got used to restroom. And but they cussing you out in dog language. But no, seriously, I think it's me, it's me. Few things that has happened over the years. I think I haven't let go of it, and I caused
Well,
it.
we not over here to categorize. What are you talking about?
I don't care. I don't care. No, just playing. Um,
You don't care to share?
no, I'm up on the IRS invasion. I didn't pay my taxes like I should have, and due to
I
that,
see you, but this one burning.
I've had to downgrade the life that I'm used to living because when you don't pay taxes, then they come seize your stuff. So I've had to restart over, and I would have been so much further ahead had I just listened and did what was right.
Okay.
Yep.
That's cool. Quita, what's one trash bag you've been carrying that isn't yours? Whose?
I would say my mama trauma. And the reason why I say that is because she's still holding on to this. She's in love with my daddy. And yeah.
Move your mic a little bit.
Oh, you got me on the camera right there.
Just,
Oh, okay. And the reason why I say I'm holding on to my mama trash bag is because it's like she's holding this grudge towards me because I look like my daddy. And she don't like me because I look like my daddy. And it was like every time one of my sisters did something, I got
Katie,
that
take
fucker
those
tail
dogs.
end
Davion, take those dogs out.
So that's the trash bag that I'm holding on to. I feel like I haven't let that hurt go. And it's hard to let it go because I want that bond with my mama and I can't have it. So yeah, that's the trash bag that I'm holding. I don't want to go too deep because I'm gonna get to crying. I'm just gonna be honest, because I'm always thinking about this situation, and as long as I'm holding on, I ain't gonna lie, I forgive, but I don't forget.
You haven't forgotten.
So it's like the way I'm holding on to it, I still haven't forgave. And I'm just gonna be honest, I still haven't forgave it. So yeah, so it's like I feel like that's where all my anger coming from, and it's hard. That's another reason why I don't like to put my hands on my kids because I feel like I'm bringing back memories of how my mama used to treat me, and I'm taking it out on my kids. So I try my best not to put my hands on my kids. I try my best not to take my frustrations out on my kids, but that's something that I have to deal with. I got to put that trash bag tied up and throw it away, but I can't because I want that bond with my mama. And I have tried and tried and tried, and it's not getting nowhere. So I done distanced myself. I done blocked. I don't talk. I don't talk to her at all. But lately, we've been in this little group chat. She been coming in, and I cussed my sister out for adding me in the group chat. And I need to call my sister and apologize to her for that, for the simple fact that I need to talk to my mama. I need to get this bond with my mama, but I feel like it's a waste of time.
So I'm gonna ask you this: do you feel like the group chat is a good setting and good way of doing
brought
it
my
and building a
flip-flops.
bond with your mama?
My slide, these shoes killing.
Like as you see, going one-on-one direct is not working. So at least if you're in
Well, I can't say it's always been a one-on-one because my daddy even tried. And we had a heart-to-heart talk. We talked about everything, and we put everything out on the table of what the problem is and what's going on. And when we did that, at the end of that call, she said, fuck me and fuck my daddy. And that was the last straw for me. I cut ties. Like, and that's something that hurt me so bad that I didn't want to do because I have both my parents on this earth. And I should be able to call my mama. I should be able to call my daddy.
So if you have you're in a situation where your heart wants to heal from the trauma, and the only way to heal from the trauma, I think black people have a knack of doing or mirroring. That's why the show is called the Weekly Mirror. Mirroring where someone else did something to you. You're not being authentically yourself, emotionally especially. So my thing is, you're not there emotionally. You want difference. You want peace. You want togetherness. Why are you constantly mirroring something that you don't like?
I will say this. It's almost like
It's hard to let go. It's hard to let that go because that's my birth mom. That's who
I
had
didn't
me.
say let her go. I said let go of the fact that you can't be who she is and still want what you want.
And that's the thing. I'm not trying to be who she
But
is.
you're mirroring. The mirror is
Yeah.
like you turn the mirror the other direction and you become the person that is behind it. My thing is, how can you be your mother, do what she do, and still want difference? You can't say you give up on this and you this and you that and you the other, but then on the flip side you want this. When your heart gonna get what it wants? Work on you and stop being her, and maybe
And
something will happen.
that's where I spoke on. I don't put my hands on my kids because I know I got so much trauma from my childhood, and I'm not trying to take that out on my kids. So therefore, before I put my hands on my kids, I will turn the other cheek. Like I won't put my hands on my kids. Like
You
live.
need to
Don't
take
be
this down, baby, because I don't
live.
know what the fuck you
Live.
got
Don't
going
be.
on.
Don't. I would say
Don't
this.
make
Don't
that
be
boy
a
try.
thug. If you know the real definition of a thug, you know.
Yes,
You know exactly what I
Oh,
mean when I
Jeremiah
say
West.
that.
what the hell they got to
Whatever.
do with what we talking
You don't
about?
need it
Because
no
the
more.
thug, the real definition of a thug, it stands for the hate you give, which means the hate that was brought on
It's
upon
not
you.
hate.
No,
It's
it's
not
not.
hate.
No, it's a.
It's
It's
not
a.
hate. I'm
No,
finna tell you.
it's
No,
not.
I'm
I'm
not
not
finna
saying
let
it.
you even say that to me because it's not hate.
No,
It's
I'm not saying.
trauma.
No, I'm not saying it
It's
in a hate.
trauma.
No, I'm not saying it directly as hate, but trauma is the way it was brought onto you, and you're not trying to bring it
And
onto
then
your
another
kids.
thing with that, it's another trauma that I don't want to speak on this live.
Jesus, this is what it's for.
No, no. I don't want to speak
Yes, it
on
is.
this. I don't.
I see what you're headed with that.
I don't want to speak on
Yeah.
that other trauma on this live because I have had a sit down with this person. I have talked to this person and I have forgave this person. I have let it go.
I see what
But
you're
like
headed
I
with that.
told them at the same time, I can
Yeah.
forgive, but I never forget. So that trauma there, I can't let
You
that go.
took something from me that was vulnerable.
And
Yeah.
the only thing that I can do is protect my kids from that trauma. But when it comes to the other trauma,
And it
as far
creates a
as my
scare.
mama, yeah,
When your children are away from you, you like, oh Lord, please don't let nothing happen to my children.
exactly.
I've been
So
there.
when it comes to this other trauma, as far as my mama, I can speak on it because I feel like she need to be watching this podcast and hearing me out at the same time too. But I know she's not. But at the same time, only reason why I'm holding this trauma is because I want that bond with my mama.
So let me ask you, Quita, has it built resentment towards her?
Resentment is hatefulness.
What I
Not hatefulness.
I'm gonna
That's
tell
exactly
you
what
the
resentment
exact
is.
words from my mama mouth to me was, "I hate you because you look like your daddy. I'm gonna beat you breakfast, lunch, and dinner like your daddy did me." And I feel like when my kids do something and it come down to me whooping them, I get to thinking about all that what my mama did to me.
And I'm being honest.
it
And I
stops you.
feel like, yeah, and it stopped me. But sometimes when I whoop my kids, I have whooped my baby to a point to where I fucked up. Not saying that I physically beat the fuck out of them, but I have beat their ass to a point to where like, stop.
You should have stopped a long time
I
ago.
should have stopped a long time ago. Yeah.
And that's why I was saying, Quita. That's why I was saying not directly as a hate thing. That's why I said don't be a thug, because what that meaning, that statement is the energy and the wrongdoings that was put onto you. To 9 times out of 10, people put that onto other people. So I said that's why I said don't be a thug, because the thug really stands for the hate you give.
And that's
So-
another thing too. Like everything that went on at home, I went to school and took it out on other kids. I fought damn near every day.
Whooping everybody.
And now to
Wearing
this
ass
day, I don't like fighting. I don't like confrontational. If I can distance myself from it, I'm going to get away from it. That's why I don't have friends now. That's why I don't hang around nobody. That's why I'm a loner. I like being to myself, and that come from me when I was younger. I didn't like going outside. I didn't like hanging with other kids. I didn't like doing nothing. All I wanted to do is be in the house, locked up in the room, watching TV or on the, well, we ain't have phones back then, but
Right.
I'd rather
Yeah,
be
beepers.
around a boy than a female. Like, I feel like that's where my trauma coming from, because I'd rather hang around men than females. I don't fuck with females, period. I don't
Okay.
like hanging around
So
females.
we need to
Move on to the next question, because Wilbur here got to go to work in the morning.
question 4 says, have you ever felt guilty for saying I can't handle this right now? Why and why? Let's sip on boundaries and the shame that comes with it.
Hold on, what's no?
Uh,
That
It's
question
like-
haven't popped up on my screen yet. Can you read that again?
Have you ever felt guilty for saying I can't handle it right now?
Yes.
Meaning, have you ever
I know exactly
told
what
somebody
you're saying. now.
somebody hit you up asking you to do this, that, and the other, and then you just can't.
Like me,
And then
I'll speak on that.
have you
first.
ever felt like, damn, I know I got this little $50 I could have gave,
Who can I go first?
but then again, that's for my kids. Then again, that's this, that, and the other. So, am I doing wrong or right by these people? Have you ever felt guilty about it?
Yes, I have.
Can I go first?
Yeah.
I'm what?
He said I'm drunk.
Well, we knew that 30 minutes ago. I think resentment for me with this question is I was 19 years old, and I sing in the gospel group, and we travel all across the country. And I was in Chicago, Illinois, and I had just come off stage, and I was on the bus, and a young lady came and knocked on the door. And when she knocked on the door, all she wanted was to see me a moment. And but at that time, I was like, "What she want?" You know. And then by the time I finally went to the door, she was gone. 2 weeks later, they called me. She died. She had brain cancer, and all she wanted to do was actually take a picture with me. I'm gonna punch him in the throat for that. And from that day to this one, and I'm 44 now, it has really bothered me that I did not take 30 seconds to see what she wanted. And I promise from that moment on to this day, I've never done it again.
Well, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
How could you?
No, you should punch him in the throat for that.
I was young.
Well, I would say this.
I was 19. I was young, and
I
at
got
that,
pee. I'll be back.
me too.
Okay.
And
Well,
at that time, I
I'm
thought,
hungry.
Well, I
Can we
will
take a
say this.
commercial break?
Well, I will say this before we take this little commercial break where y'all take y'all little restaurant break.
I'm gonna go while y'all talking.
For me, I feel guilty that because I got homeboys that's still in jail.
Y'all never tell the camera.
you ain't there when it's on.
Man, them niggas so fucking fire shit.
Alright.
I'm even done. I feel guilty. I feel guilty on the basis of these are people I love, I care for. They never did me wrong. And when they was out, man, they was able to help me in certain ways that I need to be helped. So whenever they call and just be like, man, I just need $20, $25, and it's like, damn. If I had it, brother, I would give it
Okay,
to you.
so
No
how you
problem.
gonna feel guilty
Because-
about something that you don't
don't
have?
No,
have.
but no, I'm not been there because it's a simple fact. I want to. It's when you want
That's-
to do
It's
something.
when
That's
you
not
want to do
guilt.
it, but
Make
it's
you
a
feel good.
difference
That's
in
not
it's a
guilt.
difference in if you have
No,
it and you telling
I'm
them
telling
no.
you, but no, y'all correct me on guilt. I'm telling you how I feel, how it made
I
me
got you.
feel.
But I get what you're
You know what I'm
saying too,
saying?
because
I'm
I feel like
saying
that when
it made me
when it
feel
comes to my
guilty.
kids, when it comes to my kids, and they come and ask me, and they come and tell me, Mama, I need this, and Mama, I want that, and I can't do it.
You feel.
I feel I'm
So-
going for sure feel
Guilty
guilty when
because
it
it's
comes
your
to my kids, when it comes
But
to
I'm just
something
saying,
like that.
So like, but you gotta understand, even in
Can't
a
be scratching
friend
my
sense,
titty.
it's like for a friend, even in a friend sense, you want to be there. So it's like, damn, the fact, bro.
I can't
I can't be
dictate
there.
that friend situation for the simple fact that I don't have friends. I don't deal with outside people like I used to.
That part.
Like I said, I used to bring people in all the time. My house was a shelter. My kids never had their rooms to themselves, shit like that. But now when it comes to a situation like that, when a person comes to me and tell me that they have nowhere to go, and with my mind frame that I have now, because I done helped so many people, and when I'm in my downfall, I can't call on nobody. So now that people coming to me, it make me feel bad. It make me feel bad because I tell them no. But at the same time, I can't
Keep putting you
I
second.
can't. Hold on, what's the word I'm looking for? I can't put them. What the fuck the word is that I'm looking for? I forgot. I can't think of the word that I'm looking for.
I get what, and that's what I was,
But-
and that's exactly what I was just saying though. Like it's not the fact that I understand and
Nah, 'cause
I
I
understand
ain't
the
done.
scenario. You know, in the scenario, you like you shouldn't feel guilty, but as a friend,
Me
I
too.
feel guilty because the simple
I
fact
feel like I move on.
I look at it like, damn, if it was me, I'm pretty sure you would have did the
I
same.
can't even think of. Get this camera.
So let's do this. I'm gonna read one more because I'm trying.
It's my turn to read.
Question
I
number-
haven't read one.
Y'all let
Okay,
me
so
ask
we're
you a
gonna
question.
we're gonna run this back to
It
She
just
Ballot,
depends
and then
on what the question
we're
is.
gonna run it to She Ballot, and we're gonna start with Stefan. Let's do that
Okay.
because you can't read it, like you said.
What's a sign that someone sees you as their emotional landfill? How do you know when you're being used as a dump site?
I got something to say about that too.
I'ma
Do you understand the question?
I'ma give this to Wilbert.
Uncle
What's
Tom
What's
said I
a
was
sign
on
that
the
someone sees you as an emotional landfill? Meaning whatever that they have going on, they can just dump everything on you, and you need to get rid of that shit. It's like, you ever think?
I used to have I don't now, but I used to have a real bad habit of not saying no when I really should have,
Me.
and I've allowed people to dump stuff on
That
me
sound like you.
even when I didn't
It
feel
used
like
to
doing
sound
it.
like me.
And
Still sound like
I
you.
will create
It most definitely still
I
sound
will
like it.
create
Yeah,
it.
most definitely
I know
don't.
I
Most
wasn't
definitely do.
bullshitting.
First
talking
off, let's go.
Now I agree with them on them.
It's
Yeah,
most
thank
definitely
you.
still
And
sound
First
like
off-
I agree.
First off, let's go
You're
here.
First
Proof
off,
this
let's
in the
not-
film,
Hey,
baby.
you
Clock
just-
it.
I'm
Um,
finna give y'all a scenario on why I go
I
with
gotta get the
y'all
bathroom.
is
I'll be right back,
because
y'all.
just the other day I called my brother and asked him, can he send me $30 on Cash App, and it was instantly no.
And then Auntie Tay,
No. This
I
is-
say you do because Auntie Tay said that she needed her whole car filled. He had something to do during the day. He had to go get some stuff for the house. But guess what? He still went out of his way to go to that house
That's
and
it.
check on that car though.
Yeah.
Well, you have to understand one thing. No, listen.
You had personal
Listen.
responsibility.
I done seen this man cuss people out about that, about this,
That had
about certain
nothing to
things.
do with him.
No.
That had nothing to do with him.
So a person, say for
Hey,
instance,
sister, happy birthday,
Say for instance,
sister. Let me
Tip
see
called
this
him
camera.
time. I need $600 on my light bill. He gonna cuss her out for a
Hey,
good
Brianna,
20
happy
minutes
birthday
and
to
still
you.
gonna pay for
He
it.
still gonna send that
I
shit.
need
When did I-
everybody.
first and
It's his
foremost,
birthday too.
I haven't
It's
paid
his
for
birthday today
nobody's
too, sister. Then tell my sister happy
bill in
birthday.
almost
Happy
2
birthday,
years.
sister. I
A
love
year.
you.
Almost a year.
No, 2
Almost a
years.
year, no.
2 years.
I want you to
Almost a
make me
year.
some
Clock
apples. I
it.
got some-
2
Almost a
years.
year.
I want you to make me some cookies.
I'm not making you shit.
Come on.
Almost a year.
Now,
Now there
let
go
me-
that no.
Almost a year.
Exactly.
He not
He's
making
saying
you
two.
shit.
It's almost
So
a
let
year.
me talk about this shit because people keep fucking with me.
Ain't nobody messing with you.
Nah,
We
nah,
telling you the truth.
You understand me? Anyway, so the question was, what's a sign that someone sees you as an emotional landfill?
Somebody call my phone.
Everybody
Man.
wants somebody out.
It's
Man.
time. It's you. Cause
It's
you
you.
gonna talk, you gonna pop your shit first and then you gonna turn around and do
That
it.
used to
But
be me.
that-
And
When,
yeah.
used to be.
when have
You
y'all
know,
seen it
that
done?
used to be him for the simple fact that when he
Yesterday
say
was
no
a good
now,
example.
What's
No.
a good example?
Mike Jones.
Check this out.
Listen
Nah,
to me,
look,
Mike Jones.
check this out.
'cause
Yesterday was a good example.
Please
no,
tell me about yesterday.
Now, that used to be him for real. He would tell your ass no and turn around and do it then. But now he's standing on his no.
Oh, okay.
He's
you
standing
tell
on
me
his
about
no.
yesterday.
But
You
I
tell-
understand.
This not what I've been
but
seeing.
But,
You tell me
but my
about
thing
yesterday.
is,
This not what I've been
For certain
seeing.
people. It's only for certain people.
Certain
They don't
people.
understand for certain
All right, let Tay call him right now.
Brianna
my
Murphy
sister
said happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Let Tay call him right now.
Happy birthday, Brianna. Yeah.
That's my sister from Chicago.
No, check this out. Check this out. Check this out.
What we need to talk about?
Check this
Something
out.
like
yesterday is a good example.
Please tell me.
You went and bought all that food for a get together because other people brought it to your attention for a get together.
Well,
And that's
And
totally
you
different.
still-
That's
That's
totally
different.
different. That's totally different.
he
You
don't
know,
understand
No,
it because
because
he
you
have
coulda-
not
He done-
started being a person that cooks and prepares for the
No,
family.
but the
But
whole
listen
thing,
to
but
me-
no.
listen
This
to
the
me,
thing
John
though.
Michael, it's
You
a
really
difference.
didn't want to do it.
it's a difference.
So
I didn't want to do
It's
it.
a
you didn't want to
difference
do
in
it.
that,
So
though.
you
It's a
would have stuck with
difference.
your
No,
no.
Michael, no,
You would have never
Michael.
switched
You
up.
are,
You would have stuck with your
no,
when
no.
you,
John Michael.
no, when you get grown and you understand that you have other people that is a part of your life, you do things. That's why a lot of y'all
And that's
failing
a different,
and a
that's
lot
a
of
different
stuff that's
scenario
supposed
of
to
what
happen.
you trying to explain.
That has nothing to do with it. You do things for the people you give a fuck about, regardless. Now, what happened yesterday has nothing to do with being an emotional landfill. Actually, you should have said, I stood on business when this is what happened yesterday. What happened was they called me until I said, okay, instead of doing it today, which is Labor Day, we can do it today. I mean, you can do it yesterday, which was the day before Labor Day, which I don't give a fuck about doing it. It's just that I didn't feel like moving around. So everybody agreed to come to my house. So I was like, okay, well, I go get the stuff now. And I cook my part. And then you bring your part and we can do it together. All right. So after everything had been situated and this is what we were doing, what happened was when I get by all the stuff and I start cooking,
And
they
nobody
start
showed.
texting me to change the plans, and I completely shut down everything.
Yeah, but this is what
That's
I'm
not
saying.
emotional
No.
landfill. That's standing on
No.
business.
No, listen to
no,
me.
no.
That's not an emotional landfill.
No,
there.
we're
Standing
not
on
even
No,
business.
hold
talking
on. Let
about.
me say what I gotta say. That's not an emotional landfill there. That's a family gathering. That's him
That's family
hanging
gathering.
with his sister.
No, I would say
that
this,
don't
no.
have nothing to do with
We
an
went. I went.
emotional landfill.
When I'm saying this, I wasn't initially even talking about the question at hand. I'm talking about him just being him. Period.
What's wrong with me? No, you still thinking that I'm still doing the same things that I started with. It's so much stuff that changed in me. It's ridiculous. I
he
do
have
not.
changed.
I do not. I can't do it no more.
And
So-
I'm finna tell you an emotional landfill in time situation. Exactly. I'm finna tell you an emotional landfill. An emotional landfill is when his house caught on fire and motherfuckers weren't coming through for him.
Yeah, I know.
That's an emotional
No, I was
landfill.
no. When I was saying, I wasn't even speaking on even the question. I was just speaking on him, just personally. Like,
Well,
just speaking.
personally, I think you have not. I think that you learn so much about people, and then you feel like that's always them.
No,
you
I
have
don't feel like that's always you. It'd be
You
certain
have to
things
real.
that I see.
You don't see it now. Where you see it at? Because I told them no, go. I'm not doing that. Y'all have a good day. Where you see that I still did what I. Where you see that I still did the same thing. What I would have did was packed up all my food and still took it. That's what I would have did. What I did was, it's a no go.
No,
And I
And he
stepped
stood
on
this
that.
is what I'm saying.
And he
Uncle.
stood
This is
on
what
business
this is what
when
I'm
he
saying.
said he's not going to
This
nobody
was-
else's house.
No,
He's
no,
doing
this
it
was-
at his
this
house.
is your this is plans they brought to you that you initially.
It doesn't matter who
No,
brought
no,
them.
no, this is what I'm saying.
I
If
didn't go
you
with
get-
no other plans but what we all agreed on.
I'm still, let me make my point.
Okay.
You like this, like saying, all right, if Stephon said, hey, let's go to the park today, I really don't feel like going to the park. I don't want to move. Look, I'm just saying, don't want to move around. Don't want to do nothing.
That has nothing to do with
But-
emotional landfill. That's just doing what you're supposed to do because you're a part of other people's life, not just yours. Now, if everybody do your shit and you never do nothing for them, then you just a user. But my thing is still in the fact, if I have people in my life, they deserve opportunities for me to have to go out my way for them also. If they have some things, I can't just say it's just have. Only time I come is at my house. That's some shit Tip do. Like
No,
Tip
I'm not saying
don't
it.
be coming to nobody's shit and think everybody's supposed to come to her shit. There's a difference.
No, I'm saying, Uncle, on the basis of you didn't feel like doing
He
something.
not understanding
No,
emotional
I know.
landfill.
I
He's not
understand
understanding.
the question. I'm not even talking about the question in hand. I'm talking about just him on the board, period. You don't feel
feel like doing something,
Don't start doing it on my podcast. I
You
told
don't
your
feel
ass
like-
I'm gonna get on your ass on my podcast.
And
If you
this is
think
why I
that you're
can't
gonna
finish.
go with my podcast with some bullshit, we
No,
done
no,
with
no.
that. What you can do is walk away.
I don't want to.
Oh well, you need to cut that bullshit out because we ain't doing that. What you say?
So no, what I was saying was it's the initial fact that people brought something to your attention that you originally didn't want to do, but
Do
yet
you not know that everybody that you didn't decide on plans that they brought something to your attention and you still did it? That's not nothing that has to do with an emotional landfill.
No.
If I'm not one of those people that want
I'm not
to.
saying.
I
it
always,
from
but this is
I'm
the
not
thing.
even speaking on that, y'all. Cause y'all please stop bringing the question number 5 into what I'm
Well,
talking
you need
about.
to make
I'm not
sense
speaking on that.
of what you're talking about because what it sounds like is exactly what we come.
Never mind. Let's
going
just
by.
let's just go on the question.
But what
'cause
I'm saying is, time he have changed a whole lot. Cause at one point it was always yes, 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 yes. It was always yes.
the last time you
But
heard me say
now
yes?
he done got to a point to where he done learned how to say no. I was there. That falls back to where I was a shelter, always saying yes, always giving my last, always doing this, always doing
I'm
that.
literally doing
but
shit
I never
for people
got it in
while
return.
my house is burned down. And then I had to realize, these niggas really don't give a fuck about me.
And now he been standing on business in that emotional landfill.
Thank you. Because that's what was it?
Nah, I'm saying
And Wilbur,
when I speak on
emotional
that, because
landfill over there,
when
ain't doing
when I
nothing.
speak on that, okay, well, this is the case. Then let me speak on this. Well, I will say this: you still do allow certain people to call you with their problems.
I'm
And
a
you sit there and
therapist. That ain't hurting me.
I'm not saying it's not hurting you.
But
Emotional
this is the
landfill
thing,
is
Child
affecting
Michael,
my life.
You still not
Having
understanding
people that
because
I
people
know
can call you with their problems and you can
they
talk
have-
to people and give people
they
advice
ain't
on
getting
certain
shit out
stuff.
of me.
That's not
That's their
me
problem.
saying yes. That's
I know
not me
these
telling
people.
them no on
I'm
something.
not an
that's
asshole.
that's being a friend, having a
that's being
conversation.
a friend. That's still having them have a way to being able to vent. You don't take everything away from people and then just think you deserve to still be in their life. That's why y'all relationships keep failing. Y'all think you take away everything when you don't have your way. No, nigga. I still fuck with people. I just don't
fuck
do
with them the way
everything
I
for people.
used
No,
to.
I understand.
So
And
I
that's
took
just like
away
me.
something that I used to give. I didn't take away from what they are. They are people that needs to vent and needs to XYZ. Only thing is, I stopped that playing in my face at the door where you call me and act like you venting, only to think that I'm gonna use my heart and you gonna get some money out of me.
No, that's what I'm speaking on.
And that
that's
goes back
exactly
to-
what I'm speaking on.
I
That's
don't
what
do
I'm
that.
saying.
When the last time somebody got something out of me?
And that goes back nobody but the kids.
Thank you.
Nobody but the kids. The kids can call him. The kids can call him. he
Even
gonna
with the
tell
kids,
them
I know he
yes.
be tired
And
of
then
their
they
asses
get, and then
sometimes.
it doesn't matter.
Exactly,
They ain't,
but
they
when
ain't
it
ready
comes to
yet.
them
I
kids,
I don't
they not
deny
an
no
adult, so
children.
he not gonna deny
that.
that.
Ain't got nothing to do with that. That don't even sit in a category.
But
of
let me break this down to you.
anything.
That's
children.
just like you get a job and you need a way to work as an adult. He's gonna tell you yes, he'll take you to work. But as far as him not seeing you trying for yourself, he's gonna tell you no. Cause you one of them people that's gonna always call him and depend on him to tell you yes.
Yeah, I understand that in that sense. Now,
And
I
this
want-
is the thing with me, Child Michael. People that I have cut off, they still call me and they want to vent. I'm gonna accept them to vent to me, and I'm gonna give them their advice.
That's
But
trying for me.
as far as them saying, "Can I come and stay with you?" or "Do you have this?" or "Can you give me this?" It's a
Now
no.
I'm gonna take you
I
through.
can't.
I'm gonna take you through this.
I'm speaking
I'm
on
gonna
the
take you
sense
through this
of-
by now. Do you not know how many motherfuckers who have called me? I would have had a house full.
Yeah, I understand. No, I know.
How
that for
many
sure.
do I
But-
have?
No, what I'm speaking on is in the sense of,
I'm not playing with no more.
in the sense of like,
And ain't
Me
nobody
either.
finna come here and
in
think
the
they
sense
finna
of
just
like, I say
come
for
and live
instance,
with me and
say
I
for
ain't.
instance,
and-
if I know
and
this
didn't
person
agree
that
to
called
it.
me always want something, or always come to me with a sob story to ask for something at the end, oh man, I'm not even answering your phone call. It's a no. Yeah, even a phone call is a no. So I'm speaking on in the sense of what's already a no
Okay,
to you versus
We got 4 questions. Let's do this. Because the next time I have a podcast, if you can't handle it, don't get in it because this is long. And as soon as we finish, they're going to act like they got full energy, get on the phone, act like ain't nothing happening, finish the rest. This nigga stay up to 7 o'clock in the morning. How he tired?
I have sleeping.
Anyways, question number 6 says, what's one thing you wish people would ask before unloading on you?
Permission changes everything, doesn't it? Oh.
So here's the thing. If I can't say I can't say that word for nothing. Specific thing. What I can say is that question resonated with me a lot because instead of people asking me, hey, XYZ, they put it in a way where, hey, Time, do you think you can do this? Because, you know, and then exactly what Quita just said, I don't tell the kids no much. So they throw the kids straight after. They don't stop. Ain't no hesitation. Because this, let me use your kid's name. It ain't talking about you. Because Pig did this, or Fat Man did this, or this and this and this, and then I ain't gonna be able to do this because la la la. And then they'll sit there, and then if I ain't answer, they'll just sit there act as if they want to be on the phone. You don't want to be on the phone. You waiting on me to
Give you an answer.
no, you waiting on me to say yes. You're not waiting on the answer. You waiting on the answer you want. And that's where it throws me off that people don't understand. Baby, I had a 4.3 GPA. Y'all think that because I used to help people, I don't know what the fuck be going on? I used to be, as people say, the meanest motherfucker around. But I always was the motherfucker that everybody was comfortable enough.
That's why when I call this nigga, I don't call him and give him no sob stories. I'm getting straight to the point.
Get to the point.
I'm getting straight to the point because I know what's going on. Hey, I need $30 on Cash App so I can order this on.
Thank you. And you know what? Sometimes I'm still gonna say
and I still got no.
But sometimes you're gonna get yes because I like when people on the street, they homeless. I like for a motherfucker to say, hey, what's up, man? You think you can give me $3? I ain't gonna lie, I'm trying to get a beer.
But one thing I can say,
Versus
when he told me no, he's not giving me that $30 to order no stackable kit is because he had a solution. I don't need that stackable kit.
Yeah.
Now, if he didn't have no solution, I feel like he would have told me, yeah, I'm finna
Yeah, if I didn't know that I can just take Velcro and do the same thing a stackable kit would do, then
why waste money?
I'm not finna waste no money when a Velcro costs $3-4.
And I understood that. But guess what? I still ain't got the Velcro. He still didn't show up. But
you know
guess what? I came with my own solution. That motherfucker wash and dry ain't stacking, and I'm trying to go home and wash it and finish drying. Mm-hmm. And it's no problem. But I'm gonna stay here to the end of this podcast.
Yeah, it's cool. So I'm
gonna
finna
do that. I'm not rushing him. Whatever time I make it to the house, I'm gonna be up and up. And guess what?
Yeah,
my sister on this
number
live,
6 is not
Brianna,
like a direct
she's
answer.
gonna be on the phone with me while I'm washing and drying until we hang up that motherfucking phone. We be on the phone from sun up to sundown.
So I guess.
Come on. Now.
So next time, y'all, we gotta go ahead. This is the thing. The podcast is gonna be 4 people or 3, but it's not gonna be a lot of people because it takes so long.
Yeah.
And then it prolongs. That other people can get on the next episode. But don't act like you're gonna get on the episode and a girl come and now all of a sudden this or that throws me off. I'm telling y'all this because we putting everything on the table. Certain things throw me the fuck off. And that makes me, and when y'all start seeing me weary towards y'all, that's because y'all don't understand, nigga. I actually depended on you that day. You don't even know because you felt like I'm strong, so it don't even matter. That's how I felt. Because that's how blunt it was.
But what I can say about this podcast was long due to the fact that it was deep conversations on some of the questions. That's why it was long. But
man, it was long because it took technical.
But no, and that too, it was technical difficulties. But at the same time, we got 10 questions and we only made it through what?
We on 7 now.
We on 7 now? And that's because he rushed it. And that's because he rushed it. Because the first 2 questions was the longest one.
Yeah, so I wonder, we do a 5-question podcast?
Because when I just went in that bathroom, we were still on 2. And I came out the bathroom, we on 7 now. We rushing through it now.
Yeah, I think
That's because somebody on the podcast went to sleep. Somebody on the podcast ain't said shit, but they hungry in the last 30 minutes. And y'all.
I said I was hungry.
He was hungry before the podcast. He asked me, "You think it's a good time to go make some noodles right now?" No, the podcast is.
That's why instead of a blunt, you should have fed your soul. I don't have time for kid shit. Be grown, do what you gotta do, and get in the motherfucking paint. No. Ain't no yelling. No. Did you hear yourself? You're reflecting. You said I'm yelling at you because you're hungry. I'm yelling at you because you wasn't a man about what the fuck you knew prior to the podcast. There's a difference. I need you to start learning that I'm a direct person. Ain't no metaphoric term where you can go around me. I said exactly what I said. You knew that you were hungry, so you should have fed your fucking self. How the hell you get the other shit that you said? I don't know.
And guess what? When I was sitting over there rolling that fat ass blunt for you, you could have been in the kitchen making
You could have been in the kitchen knowing that I'm finna go hit this blunt. We're not even finna smoke the whole blunt. We're gonna get on the podcast. Let's smoke half of this blunt. My noodles cooking. I'm finna eat, and we finna get this shit done. Simple.
Exactly.
So that's
but
really
what I'm
what he
saying
waiting
is
on.
that little time that you was outside, that little time that I sat there and rolled that blunt, and you was on the phone with whoever you was on the phone with. Walking through her pacing and talking, waiting on the podcast to start, you could have been over there making your moves.
That's the same thing that I keep on trying to tell him. Your life is important. Stop giving everybody everything and you ain't got enough for yourself. Because when you finish talking on the phone, giving people what they want and giving people what you think you want, you left yourself out. During that time that she was on the phone and all that other shit, she probably been on the stove fixing her noodles, getting ready for bed. Anything. You ain't did shit.
Yes, I did.
No, for yourself. The shit that we're talking about now. All of those things could be done prior to. So I want you to start realizing that I'm not joking when I say you matter and you need to act like you matter.
That goes to you saying use a YN and you don't know the definition of a YN.
I know the definition.
Well, do you know how to read this next question?
Yes, I do. It says, when's the last time you dumped on someone else? Did you realize...
We turn the
Why
table.
you write it like this? Did you realize it at the time? Let's sip on accountability because we've all done it.
What you mean what I wrote it like? Did you understand it?
Yes, I
Okay,
did.
so stop asking me on the podcast why
I
I
can
wrote it
answer
like
that
that
question.
and answer the goddamn question.
I
Have you ever been the motherfucking villain? Out of all this shit that we've been talking about, have you been the person that knowingly?
I can admit
I can admit, hell yeah.
Once, yeah.
I
Yeah.
can admit I have.
I ain't gonna say once.
I ain't
I
gonna
probably
say
say a couple
once.
times.
I have done it. I have done it. Like I have done it, but I have learned that stop dumping my problems on other people. I have got to that point. I used to be that person. At first, I'm finna be honest. At first, I used to then open my mouth. Then I got to a point to where I can't get no help if I don't open my mouth. So I done started dumping my problems on other people, expecting them to do stuff for me. But I done got to a point to where now I've been to you, but at the same time, I'm not been to you because I want you to do something for me. It's just something that I need to get off my chest.
So that originally is how our generation used to be. We didn't have a knack, or we didn't even, it wasn't even like, it almost was like it wasn't even created yet. That we knew how to come and maneuver and finesse. We just felt genuinely about me knowing you and we good. I can come to you and talk to you about what the fuck going on. It was that simple how life was. Now it's so many motherfucking shits
coming in
and
now.
dumbass shit. And the thing is, y'all don't understand that y'all comments and how y'all are, it helps the situation that y'all don't even like. I'm just gonna be honest, a lot of young women have gotten to a point where they can say something online and 3,000 more women say they agree to it. And the nigga mind twists to the ball. Y'all don't even understand that y'all didn't even start this banana trend and all the other shit. Yeah. A bitch did. It's gay to eat a fucking fruit in public because it's long.
We finna
Why-
do this right here where everybody can see the
Yeah.
podcast.
Why in the fuck would that even be like a thing where y'all even allow somebody to make that a part of y'all life?
Cause the young niggas care about what other people think about them.
So do that young nigga that made that up care about you?
Huh?
Do that young nigga that made
Nah,
that
me
up?
personally, I don't give a fuck. Fuck how you know.
Y'all probably don't give a fuck, but at the same time, y'all will joke about it or put it in the air, and that builds influence on the fact that that shit still lives.
Y'all see our other person that was on the podcast and went over there and fell asleep on us. Yeah.
So what he needs to do is start giving us some time on the days that we need to have some time. That way, his body give out when we're done.
Yes, sir.
But we can't knock him because he did do the 901 thing. I understand
And then
his
invite
silence,
us.
and then he got to be at work in the morning.
Then invite us backstage to see whoever he was talking about.
Man, invite us to see Kurt Franklin or nobody.
Damn, Kurt
Stephon-
Franklin with her.
I think that it's cool if you just go ahead and make your food. And you know, you haven't really answered the question in the last 4 questions. What you waiting on?
Till we finish the podcast.
You ain't finishing anything. You've been finished 4 questions ago. Literally, you haven't answered shit.
I think we ain't been letting them answer.
Yeah,
They really been.
Ain't nobody had to let him do anything. He has a voice. Open your mouth.
I'm not gonna
How
lie.
I'ma
We have
answer
been
if
over
every
like
time
over
y'all-
talking.
y'all- like if every time I go to, I gotta somebody finna say something.
Okay, so let them say it and then finish with what you were finna say.
When I try to,
It's-
somebody else is saying
Okay,
something.
so I have done the
I
same
might have
thing.
jumped in on that.
I've done the same thing. I've been wanting to say
Yeah, we got to do
something,
that
but
talk.
he say something, he say something, he say. It doesn't matter. I'm still gonna say mine.
But you see, I bogart my way through.
Exactly.
I bogart my way through.
Let me say
I
something.
be trying to be the
That's what-
respectful person. You know
Yeah.
what I'm talking about?
That's why you keep on what? Being closed mouth. Open your mouth. It's a podcast.
Closed mouth don't get fed.
The
love.
only thing that's making a podcast happen is our voice, and you want to lose yours? That's inconsiderate.
Ooh, I'm feeling groovy.
Next question, please.
Please. Wilbur said he gave out.
It says.
What's a dump you've been holding on to because you don't know where to put it? Where do you go when you're a fool? Let me
Basically.
read that again because I just stumbled all this shit. It said, "What's a dump you've been holding on to because you don't know where to put it? Where do you go when you're
Ooh, I don't like
full?"
when people do that.
I hate it too.
What is a dump?
It's like I done got to a point to where I be stuttering.
Yeah.
I hate
What is a
it.
dump that you're holding on to? Because you don't know where to put it.
I got one. Well, I know it's a dump that I have, and I know
You
where I
don't
can
have
put
to
it.
speak the metaphoric term dump when you're talking.
Well, I know the issues that I have, and I know like where I'm going with them. But I think I don't want to say the specific
It's
issue.
gonna clip.
But wait, okay,
It's gonna clip the vocals because you're making noise. Just
my
talk.
bad. I think that how I personally go about when my tank is full and when I can't deal with no more issues. I like to ask my mother, can I go for a late night drive? It just be soothing a nigga mind.
The question is, what's a dump? You never explain what's the dump.
We're not
that
worried
you're-
about what you do to get rid of your dump.
Yeah.
It said
We're
where
worried
do
about
you go when
what-
you're full?
But what is
But the
okay? So
question
let me
is,
answer.
what's
it.
a dump?
A dump for me is, let's see. I'm
My
trying to-
trauma.
Like your issues, yeah.
My
I
trauma.
understand.
My
Okay,
trauma.
so you
is
trying
my
to
dump.
tell me what you do to ease your mind? We didn't ask you that. We asked you what was the dump that made you even want to get in the car to drive.
The quotation points asked that, but I will answer that part too because I didn't.
Quotation points is a part of a sentence if you put it. So let's talk about it. Since you want to be smart.
If you want to get real technical, I want to answer
I want
that
to get
part
real
first.
technical and you answer the question.
Okay. Anyways,
Okay, but when it asks you a question, for us to understand what you're talking about, you can't answer that end question. You can't answer that question at the end. You got to answer that question first, so we can know where you going with this situation.
And these type of
with this
tactics
question.
can help you out in the long run where when something prolongs so long, you get uninterested because your mind is everywhere else. These is the times where you stick to it so you can learn these are the things that all of us had to learn as adults. This is an adult trait where you can
I
stick
am.
to. No, you're not.
You see,
This the time we've been on
I ain't walk away whenever you
6
said.
hours and 33 minutes. and
I
24 seconds.
don't think so.
I don't think
Let's
so.
say AM.
I, I ain't.
We don't have no 6 hours.
That's 6:33.
No,
That's the time. You need to set the
But
time
never
right.
no 6:33.
No, but that's the time right there.
I say it's
It
like
AM
12.
What's the answer?
I well really I don't feel like it's just a type of trauma that I have where I don't know where to put it. But I feel like the issues that I do have, like dealing with my baby and currently not having a job, or
I don't think that's trauma.
I don't think
That's
that.
joy.
I don't think that. I'm gonna tell you what I think yours is. This situation that you talked about at the beginning of the podcast.
With
That's
my-
the,
with
that's
my
the
best
don't-
friend?
that you don't know where to go with.
I don't think that because
I
I
do.
don't. I don't think Stefan to me is a person that whatever's in his life at the moment feels his whole mental. Meaning, right now he has a girl, he has a baby, he has this. He can't even think about himself sometimes. He's so worried about what they got going on.
Okay, let me ask you this
So
question.
I don't
from,
think that his friend. I feel like it hurted him for a while. It still hurt him if you think about it. But at the same time, I don't think he thinks about it as much because he's one of those type of people that fills his life with whatever's current.
Okay, let me ask you this question. Like,
hit me with it.
is you being an adopted child, is that trauma for you?
What happened to me? Yeah.
That's trauma for you? That can be a dump.
Oh
'Cause,
yeah, more
like,
than definitely.
Do you
but,
know how to handle that situation? Like,
yeah, but
do you-
I feel like I don't ever bring that situation to other people because I feel like at the same time, I understood it. I forgave my father. I forgave my stepmom. We didn't even talked on the phone a couple times. And I done been like, you know what? Okay, understandable things happen during life. It's a stressful time. You got 3 kids to deal with. You know what I'm talking about? You trying to keep up with an apartment. You don't got a car, things like that. So it's like, maybe during the midst of you being married to a woman that damn near brainwashed you could have turned you to damn near killing your
so
kid.
that's not forgiving. The thing is, what happened is, what I just heard is, you've placed things in your head on what you believe, but you was a child. How you know all these things?
Because up until 11 years old, I don't think at 11 you're a toddler anymore.
I can't remember everything from 11.
I
I
remember.
remember
That-
some shit from
that-
11,
that-
I
but
remember
I'm not
all
gonna
that shit.
remember
the whole
something
11
that
years.
got.
I'm telling you, I remember all
I
that
let me
shit.
remember
tell
me
you
having fun,
sometimes. Let me-
enjoying life, and
Yeah,
things of
that's
that
how I
nature.
remember.
But-
remember.
I don't
My
remember what
thing-
my mama
but-
and them was going through.
But
Yeah,
let me
I
say
don't-
this time. Let me say this time. That's not true for the simple fact that
I mean,
trauma is trauma.
trauma
When
is
you
trauma.
have trauma at an early age, that's something that you can't forget. It's not going to go nowhere.
That's understandable.
This situation happened to me at the age of 5.
Okay.
And I can tell you word from word what I said, how I said it, and how I explained it to my parents, and how it came about. I was asleep.
Okay, so listen to what was
Hold
going
on, listen to me. I was asleep. I was sleep talking when it came out.
Mhm.
And my mama woke me up. And I had to explain all this stuff to them at the age of 5.
Okay.
And word from word, I still know what my mama said to me, what my daddy said, what happened after I told them all this.
What I'm saying is, what you are identifying is something that happened on a physical level that made you go through something. Okay. He has a physical level of things that he went through. I'm not saying that he don't know about his physical level of things. What he was talking about is maybe my mom did this or my dad did this or whatever he just said. What I'm saying is he can tell me every day about what he experienced. But when you plan out a life for your parents from what you feel like what was going on, you don't know what was said in the dark when you went around. You don't know why they got to this point. You don't know these things because you live in your life. They lived theirs together until it wasn't. So that's their trauma. a lot of times parents keep that shit away from their children. So to develop it to a point where you know every detail about their trauma, it's like you're not talking about yours at this moment.
I mean, but when I feel like you're in a situation to where you watch those people get together, you watch how the things start to slowly
You
change.
can't watch somebody to get together that had to get nutted in to have you.
They weren't. I'm not talking about my. She
He not
died.
talking about his
What are
mama,
you
he
talking about?
his stepmama and his dad.
I ain't heard nothing about stepmama.
I
this whole
said
time.
my
Yeah,
stepmother.
he
You
said
didn't hear that?
stepmama.
He
You weren't
said
listening.
How many times have I told
wasn't
you my mama
listening.
died when I was real young?
I know when your mama died when you was real young.
So how am I
But
gonna be
he
talking
just
about my?
He's
clearly
clear, he did
said
say something about
stepmama.
stepmama.
So
and his
are y'all
stepdad
thinking?
had to-
Listen to me. Listen to me. If it's your stepmom, just because I said mom and didn't put step in front of it, that's who I'm talking about.
But how would she be nutted in and have me?
Okay.
You did just say that.
I'm talking about when you were saying something. I don't know what you were saying. I don't know if you were talking about in that situation. If you were talking about your mom and dad, you talking about your stepmom and dad. I just don't know.
My
I'm
mom.
talking about which part because both of them identifies. You was just talking when you was talking about when my mom died, and then you were talking about
My
stepmom,
mother-
dad.
my mother and my
it's like
dad
all
broke
of
up
it goes
before-
together.
What time?
and
I
then
don't
it's
know
like,
where your mind
Yeah,
was.
I
I don't know
yeah,
where your
but
mind
I don't
was.
either.
That's what I'm
Hold on.
trying to
I don't
see.
know where your mind was
That's
because
the
when I
drunkest
asked
shit.
him,
ain't
when
no
I
more
asked
drunk,
him,
it's coming out.
when I
I ain't
asked
drinking
him
no more.
about
That's my
the trauma, about the
Okay, this shit
adoption,
comes in the same cup.
when I asked him about the adoption, he jumped straight to when his stepmom and his dad. He said stepmom and he said dad, and
Okay.
he went on
Because
on
that-
what they talk about over
Exactly.
the phone. He still talk to them on the phone or whatever. Where
Okay.
you was?
Yeah, he wasn't mentioning
Okay.
that. He wasn't
He
mentioning
I've
wasn't
that.
heard
there.
what they talked to about the phone and this, that, and the other. It's just previously he was talking about the death of his mom that I don't think that none of y'all remember.
I think you remember
And
things
then-
in phrases.
No, I remember everything in a collective.
Yeah, like almost in phrases.
Yeah,
like,
because he just spoke on
Many
he just
sentences.
spoke on that about his mama being deceased. He just spoke on
Oh,
that after
okay.
he said all that about his stepmama
Okay,
and his
so
dad.
if it was after and I'm sitting here listening to an entire story, then that before he stopped talking, he's talking about a woman and a man. Period. My thing is, if I didn't hear step, I just didn't hear step.
That's what I'm saying.
So,
Where were you when he
That's
said?
why I'm like,
yeah, I sure
it's
like,
a little
oh,
colliding with me. What the hell you talking about?
Dog.
you just missed
So-
what
I
you
missed
missed
it.
it. You missed it.
My mom and my dad, they broke up before I was all the way conceived.
Okay.
And when I think I was around 6. My mama was raped and shot in front of me and my sisters and my older brother. My younger sister, my younger brother was with they dad. Me, 2 of my siblings, we have the same mom and dad. 2 of my other siblings, we just got the same mom. So I think I was given to my dad around 8 years old. My dad, he met Stacy. He met her in church. She started, I don't know what the hell she started doing to the man, but she'd tell him do something and off rip, he was on it. No, I didn't give a damn what it was. You would be standing in the corner, ass cheek naked, with your hands in the earth, just like this, and your arms better not bend.
So basically, you're saying that your stepmama is the reason why you got put up for an adoption.
No, my stepmother is the reason why the Cates family no longer exists. She is the sole reason why me, my brothers, my sisters, my dad, my cousins, we fell out. And I used to feel like it was my fault. But then when I look back on that situation, if I didn't get out of that house, I was gonna die.
So basically, what I'm saying is how you end up in a adoption.
I ran away when I was around 11. I ran away once when I was 10. My dad, he shot me in my wrist. He put a machete to my neck, and he was like, "You ever fuck with my family again, I'll kill you." And I think a day before my 11th birthday, I ran away again at 4:47 in the morning. I'll never forget that shit.
I just feel like sometimes, and I'm just gonna be honest, I'm not, putting a thing in where people have excuses.
How you trying to talk and move at the same
Exactly.
time?
I'm
Because
still
he
around mics.
multitasking. You see him, don't do that.
No, his face
I'm
supposed to be
around
on his
mics.
camera
I'm
talking.
still around mics.
They hear him.
So the thing is, it's like, and I'm watching my volume still be able to be heard. So the thing is,
face
it's
ain't
like I don't really think that children understand, even though they hear it, that other people went with children before they were adults. So it's like, what did your dad go through that made him into a monster towards you?
My dad had a shit field of a life as a child too. I can
Okay,
say that.
so that's something that could be a reason to your forgiveness versus you just blaming someone that never
Time, hand me my phone.
understood either.
Time, hand me my phone.
Well, for my dad, I could tell that even before he had got married or committed to my stepmom, he tried. The man had an Xbox in the room. He going to work, bringing us back food, even when we didn't have shit.
Okay, so those are the things that maybe reconcile when every time you just say if I'm your dad and I did those things, we can't come to a resolution if you can't speak about my good also. But at the same time, y'all got to realize everybody wasn't or haven't been in situations where they knew how to be parents.
I done
Just
jumped
because
this.
y'all were raised after so long in a situation where at least I know how to treat my child. Everybody didn't have that.
All right. Question number 9. How do you protect your peace when someone keeps dumping on you? What's your strategy for staying whole in the midst?
Blocked.
For me, distance. Just a little bit.
Exactly like I said.
No,
Blocked.
not even blocking that person because the simple fact, like for me, it just takes like all right, I'm gonna give you a good example. Like I got a best friend. Me and my best friend, we talk. We used to talk every day, or we usually talk every day. But for the past 2 weeks, we haven't been talking, and I don't take it as, oh, you being fake, or oh, you acting a certain type of way. Nah, it's she just need her distance right now to get her mind together, or I might need my distance to get my mind together. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
My trauma is what made me the woman I am today.
No bully.
And I ain't gonna say that I ain't gonna say that I fuck with the trauma that I had going on, but if I didn't go through that trauma, I wouldn't be who I am today.
Yeah, your trauma shaped you to be
Yes.
the person who you are, and you know, like, but to me though, protecting my peace is important. Like protecting my peace is so important now.
I feel like
me lately, that's what I've been doing. I've been protecting my peace by keeping all negative energy away from around me.
If you ain't
And
vibrating
when
high,
you
I don't want
distance
your around me.
yourself from that negative energy, a lot of things fall in place. Like when I got rid of all that negative energy, it was like everything started falling in place for me. It started falling in place. Like I told my kids, 2025 is out here. I'm gonna be in school. I'm gonna be working at a hospital, and I'm gonna be in my house. First thing I got was me. I started school.
Pat on the back for that. I'm a witness to seeing you
After
do
I
that.
started school, I was still at this job, the job that I was at first. They tried to, the devil was a lie. They tried to stop me from going to school by telling me that if I didn't come to work on the day that I had orientation, I wasn't gonna have a job. So guess what? I told them this is something that I really want. Just like I got the job with y'all, I can have another one tomorrow.
Hey, one door closed, another one open.
And guess
Come on
what?
now.
When they fired me for that, they was calling me right back the next week. I ain't gonna say the next week. That same week they was calling me back because they couldn't deal with that one lady that was in the house with them. So they called me back because I was the only one that can tame her. After that, when that lady got out the house, I made a vow to myself: when she leave, I'm gone. The same day that she left, I called that manager and I told her, the head boss, I told her, you need to get somebody over here to this house because I'm finna go.
Just like that. Saucy been.
And as soon as I let that job go, then next week, I was at another sitting job. I was with another patient. Well, I ain't gonna call them patients because I don't call them patients. I call them my clients. I was at another client house through another company. There with that lady. When she talked crazy to me, I told her the same thing. The same way I got this job, I have none tomorrow. Guess what? Left that job, and I was working at the hospital.
And for the people that's watching that really don't know what she mean is what she explaining, the job was disturbing her peace and disturbing
And I let
everything
it
she
go.
wanted to do. So she let the job go to perceive and be successful in what she really
And
wanted to do in
everything
life.
that I told my kids that I was gonna do, I started school. I'm at the hospital, and I'm in my house.
So basically, what we trying to tell you is depression is not an obsession. You must move from your emotions.
Dude, right here,
Yeah,
is
bro.
fucked
Go to
up.
question number 10 for me.
Yeah, come on. Hit me with it.
I ain't gonna move too fast. We already, but I'm gonna wait the time comes.
You
so
right.
got
We
to
gotta let him
elaborate
answer
on
these
this.
last two questions.
Well, yeah, we can wait. We got one more question. I ain't
Please
gonna
don't
rush
tell me you
But,
taking the shit.
Yeah, man, protect your peace at all costs, man. I'm even from the people you love sometimes. Like, I understand, like, people might have stuff going on that they want to bring to your attention.
If you don't get no
But
money,
if
then
you
your
not
peace
in
will never be
peace with
protected.
yourself and how your life going, you ain't like you gotta put the people you love on the back burner sometimes.
And one thing about me, this struggle is motherfucking real, and
What
I'm
she
not gonna
said.
let nobody dictate what I got going on. I'm not gonna let the devil win. I'm gonna protect my peace at all times. If you call me and you want me to go out and I tell you I can't, don't force me. I'm not gonna. It's not gonna happen.
Well, guess what? If I just want to be in ease and just mind my business and just be at peace of mind, don't call me with your bullshit.
What he
I
said.
ain't gonna say that because
Nah, some people do call it bullshit.
some people like nah, on bullshit. You call me on some bullshit, I'm instantly hanging up
Yeah,
the phone.
don't call me with your bullshit.
But
if you got some real life shit going on that you want somebody to hear you out and give you
But
real
if you
shit,
got some bullshit going on and you wanna
oh, it's
you
your fault.
God.
if you got some bullshit going on and you wanna call me for some advice on how to handle this situation, I will give you that advice. But don't call me to put me in no bullshit. Cause my peace is everything to me.
Yeah.
And if I feel like you're fucking up my peace, I'm going to distance myself. You're going to get blocked. You're not going to be able to call me no more.
Honestly, that's what I just read the question, and I think that's what has been the root work of my what the fuck what has been going on with me completely. I if people notice, I stopped completely. Like I wasn't talking to nobody. I wasn't because I just feel like honestly on my behalf when the whole situation was going on, I felt like people didn't have an issue with me until they didn't get what they wanted. And then they had a way of making other people agree with them about bullshit. And it was like none of that stuff really did nothing to me. It's like I had to just protect my peace by saying you guys are trying to get to me. So let me just exit so y'all can live however y'all want to live.
Well, I will say this: I have seen you remove yourself from a lot of situations. I know that could have got you mad or could have, you know, what I'm saying, ruined your mood for the day or something like that. I would commend you on that. I have seen you. I'm not gonna say deprive yourself, but remove yourself from them situations.
I didn't deprive. It was. I feel like if I would have been in them,
I'm
it would
gonna
have
say I
been.
deprived myself. I deprived myself.
Deprive yourself from certain situations so that way there you won't have to.
Deprive is like a starvation.
Yeah, that's like
I didn't need it. Like I was only. People have to realize something. Okay, so look at all the friends, and then look at everything that we actually was doing. Folks don't realize. Only thing sometimes I feel like was a wallet for some people because when y'all seen like some people were able to do shit and that they was just broke, it's because I didn't Apple Paid or Cash App so it won't look like they were, you know, They didn't have nothing.
To be honest, I mean, I'll give you another pat on the back for that. I ain't gonna lie, you sure helped a lot of people
It's cool.
look like they was. Cause I ain't lie, there's a lot of people that I know now that was struggling the whole
It's a
time that I did not
difference
know was struggling.
Mm-hmm.
It's a difference in helping people and people using you.
Yes.
So
I
when
say
you
people
feel
I
like
was
a
helping.
person is using you,
I f-
that's when you fall back. From
Yes,
that
I feel
person.
like
You
people.
cut back.
If I feel like people were thankful or grateful the first 2 or 3 times I did something for it, and then it started to become an obligation, and then
Obligation,
they
a
start
useful thing.
actually thinking that they can sit in my face like I owe them something, get upset because thing I didn't do something, and don't show up to my party or don't nigga my party's still gonna go on, but I did notice, and with that notice, what people fail to realize, nigga, it's gonna hurt you more than it hurt me because you just really got cut off for showing
Your battery low,
for showing
but it's on the
bullshit.
charger.
No, it's not. For showing bullshit, and that's just what it is. Let's go to 10 so we can finish this shit out.
But me personally, I didn't. I don't distance myself from people because of how they treat me or they can't do nothing for me. It's when I distance myself and I go in my shell. It's me trying to find me. It's me trying to figure out what's my next step or how I'm finna do this or how I'm finna handle
Well,
this because I can't depend on this person to do this and this person to keep on doing this for me when I feel like if they constantly doing this for me, I'm gonna keep on depending on that person to do that for me.
well,
And I'm hindering myself
yeah,
from keeping myself
exactly.
from
Well,
getting
this
off
is
my ass and want to do it
well,
myself.
this
That's why I
podcast
distance
is
myself.
called the Weekly Mirror, and honestly, I ain't holding shit back no more. From if you wanted something to be peaches and cream, you should have made it peaches and cream in my life. And if you made me go through it, I can speak on it. A lot of people came in and they didn't understand after so long that, bitch, I'm not your daddy and I'm not your user.
And I'm not a sponsor.
I'm definitely not that. And my thing was, it's not all about money. And I hate when people think that I only talk about money. But if you only had me around to be a good time and a wallet, then what the fuck else do I have to talk about?
Money.
The shit that y'all think that I probably went through with you, and you think I would talk about that, it wasn't nothing for me. Literally, I can sit here like this and don't entertain, and the whole night go boring. And then when I want to crank up, everybody having fun. I knew I was people entertainment. At the same time, I'm entertainment when you like for me to do certain things, and then I'm not entertainment
You can't have your way.
when you can't have your way. Now you want to give a peach rally and get with this person that you don't even talk to and this person, and all y'all coming at me with the same shit. Girl, fuck you.
There's just a person that needs.
Girl, fuck
There's just a person that needs some back.
Hey, when
the
that
backup
man said
to
that shit
justify.
that night on that push, it took me out. Girl, fuck you. I knew it was gonna come out for the night was over with. I knew it. Girl, fuck you. I text time that shit time send me 1,000 crying laughing faces. Hey, that night was funny. That night was fucking funny.
On to the last question of the podcast.
The last one.
How do you no, this
Ain't question.
Let me read it. Can I read it?
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I don't see it yet. Hold on, it's not on here. Give it a second.
There we go.
If you could tell the world one thing about emotional dumping, what would it be? Let's imagine a world with less trash and more care.
I would tell people. Okay, read it one more time. If you could tell the world
If you could
one
tell the
thing
world
about.
one thing about emotional dumping, what would it be? Let's imagine a world with less trash and more care.
If you could
If I could tell the world about emotional dumping, the one thing And we're back. So, the one thing about emotional dumping, if I had a chance to tell people anything, for me, I would say that um, you really, a lot of people really have forever people in their life and they ruin it. Because if you have a forever person in your life, they're looking for forever people. So, what do you think happens when they feel abused or used or misused or mistreated consistently, and to a point where they can see the smile on your face, but it took something from me to put that smile on your face. That that's something I don't think people really understand, and it ruins things. And then you have these people that sit around and act as if nothing bothers them. Nigga,
That's me.
a lot of people put footprints in your life if they were good people, regardless of what you trying to act as if they didn't. And when you act like nothing's bothering you, how you expect somebody to treat you with the actual emotion that you're feeling? If you need care, I can't I can't give you care if you acting like you ain't shit phased you. If you need care, nigga, I need care.
And that's me. And I'm just gonna be honest, that's me because I sit up and I bottle up a lot of things when I know that I need to vent to somebody. I
Mm-hmm.
know that I need to let this out because it's bothering me and it put me in a deep ass depression or it's stressing me out. And I just feel like me talking to other people that because it's so many judgmental people out here. And then when you go talk to somebody, then you got this person calling you, oh, I heard such this, you going through this and that and that. I don't like that. If I call and I talk to you about my situation, why Tom, Dick, and Harry know about what's going on? That's
Mm-hmm.
why I bottle so much stuff up in me that I don't talk to people because it's like they gotta call this person, they gotta call this person, they gotta let this person know what's going on with me. But I trusted you I trusted to come and talk to you because I feel like I can trust you. But now it's a lot of people that I can't trust to call
Mm-hmm.
and talk to, and that dictated a whole lot. That played a part to where it made me not be able to talk to nobody. So I sit at home and I puzzle myself on all these problems that I got going on because I don't want to call and talk to nobody, let nobody know what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
So I have certain people that I call and talk to, like you one.
Mm-hmm.
She basically,
Me?
and I talk to my sister Brianna if she's still watching,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't call nobody else. I don't even call my cousin like how I used to call my cousin and talk to my cousin
Last
about what's
question.
going on. I
What's
don't
the
call
last question?
nobody.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like there's a lot of trauma that I'm holding in too because I can't let it out. And it upsets me and it make me angry and I feel like I'm taking it out on other people.
Mm-hmm.
That's why when people call me and be like, "You want to go out?" No, I don't want to go out. That's because I'm sitting in the house in my thoughts, real bad. I'm sitting in the house in my thoughts. So sometimes I will make up some bullshit and say, "Nah, I can't go because such this. I'm doing this," but really I'm sitting in my room in my thoughts.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I would say this. If I could tell the world one thing about emotional dumping, it's be worried on how much emotional dumping you're doing. It's okay to me. I feel like to come to close friends or family every once in a while, but like if you're a constant emotional dumper,
Bad as fuck.
then you're going to really push the people that you love away from you. If
Mm-hmm.
you're a constant emotional dump, because at this point it's you're coming to people about the same situation or the same problems that you're facing, or even just problems in general, and that people still have to face their problems. So be wary of how
My
much
fault. My fault.
emotional
Did
dumping
y'all
that you're
see
doing.
how this man just? My fault, stop, Michael. My fault.
You good? He did
We
like
were
Sunday
funny
morning,
as
huh?
fuck. Oh God, that right. Like some just tapped him and said, "Get your ass up." He said,
He did
and
that.
then looked over her and smiled. Like, Wilbur, stay asleep.
That was the Holy Ghost that called me, y'all. That was the word.
It's like he listening, but he sleep at the same time.
I think one thing that I could, one thing.
Boy, what the fuck is this tattoo on your hand? I just had to go and say it because it's getting on my nerves.
It
What
ain't,
the fuck
it
is
ain't
that?
finished. It ain't finished.
My God, today get it finished.
Man, she's supposed to.
Cause if I would have looked at my arm, I would have instantly said if I would have looked at my arm, cause I'm always saying that. Why the fuck I let Boo Mine play with me
No,
like this?
I was just trying to read the
Why the
question.
fuck I let Boo Mine play with me like this? Remember they used to come home
One
without them big
thing
ass
that
garbage
I
bags
would
full of shit,
say
and he had
about
that
emotional
damn-
dumping,
He made a tattoo.
I
gun
think it
out
would
of
be
a toothbrush. And I was
not
first
not all problems are bad problems, and certain
Stop
things.
touching the mic.
ADHD.
You're clipping the
And
audio.
you know, certain things are things that you shouldn't tell everybody. Like certain problems that you have are problems that you should keep between you, yourself, and you. There are certain things that you aren't supposed to be telling everybody. There are certain problems where it's best that you keep that to yourself. And I think I had to learn that the hard way at one point. But
I will say this.
I
I
don't
don't
think
think
it's
it's
true.
nothing in this world that you should
Keep
fully
to
100,
yourself.
truly 100% keep to yourself, bro. You gonna tell?
I think you need to
I
learn
don't,
that.
I don't believe that part
What?
right there.
How you gonna believe it if y'all going through stuff and you don't know why? The reason why you going through stuff and you don't know why because you don't have the answer to the things that you're keeping secret. The thing is, you go and look for people that's already been through it and got out of it.
No, I'm
why would I
saying-
have to go through something that I can go to my brother right now? He done been through it, so he know how to tell me ways to maneuver out of it, and I can dodge a bullet.
But if I
And
just
I'm finna
went,
tell you
but if
something.
I just went through it and I made it through it, I don't feel like it's my requirement.
But did you
to let
make it
everybody else
through
know.
it?
Well,
Well, that
No. So what?
That's that
This
point.
my
That's
question
what I'm
is this.
saying.
So my question is, what do you consider making it through it?
Being successful in the thing that you failed at.
Well,
But
what
what's
do you
success?
what do you think is being successful at what you failed at? Because what you might take as success is something you failed at. Other people might say, nigga, that's halfway. That's the halfway step, nigga. You ain't reached the
It
finish
would definitely
line.
depend
You know
on
what I'm saying?
what I'm doing or like you know.
I'm gonna use this for example. Let's say you and Unc both went through abandonment issues as a child. Now you might feel like because you handled it this way that you fully mastered getting over that. When he's have more life experience and more about his life than you have as a young person. He
Why I
has.
gotta be in the middle and reach across my face?
Well, excuse me. Well, I'm just saying. Well, you know what I'm saying. Like it's. I always look at it like this. I could go through something, but a person could have been through something I went through, but went through it worse. So why would I not take that person's advice, or why would I not take the advice from a person that's been through what I've been through, has actually conquered what I conquered, and not listen out to what they're saying and the advice that they're giving?
And like he said, you probably made it through half of what you got going on, and this person probably at the finish line, they done got through it for real.
But the only
When
thing
you
is,
still here.
a person that has made it halfway through, that's the farthest he's made it. So he think that's
This the
journey is
finish
finished.
line. That's what I'm saying. He think that's the
Yeah.
finish line. That's why I say, you know what I'm saying?
But I'm finna tell you something. Just because you feel like you can't talk to people out here on the outside world, there's sources that you can go through. Counseling,
The Bible.
I say, yeah, the Bible.
I talk to God. That's who know my problem.
prayer,
I don't go to a
the
Bible
but
to go
I don't
through stuff.
exactly. I don't go to the Bible. I'll probably pray, but at the same time, with you praying, He hear you. But still, it's other sources that you can go through because
Well, I get why
He's
you said
not
the Bible.
answering you. He's not answering you. That Bible can't answer you. That Bible can give you advice, but it ain't gonna be the advice that you actually want because you're not gonna understand it.
Well, I would
How
say
many
this.
Bibles it is?
Well, I would say this.
We ain't read all the Bibles. We ain't read all the Bibles. It's more than one Bible.
Bible, yeah. But I will say this, dog.
For sure.
One thing I learned about reading the Bible, and even just going to church, period, and hearing the word, it's gonna be some in that Bible that really resolutes with your soul and what you're going through. If you read it and you actually comprehend what the Bible is saying, not read it from definition meaning, but read it from understanding what it's actually saying.
Have you realized? Okay, what you saying? But
Um,
have you realized that if you have a decent conversation with people that you want to be around, that resonates with you also.
I mean, yeah, but I'm saying, but
Yeah.
if you want to go biblically, or you just
I
want to
don't want
turn that
to.
way,
I think this is the thing. Along my journey, I realized there is a God because I've been consistently blessed by things that I had no idea would come my way.
hmm
Now, what I would say, and I don't like to teach stuff like this because maybe I'm wrong, and if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong, and I don't want to pull that reality you guys way. But since I'm talking, I believe there's a God because I know God have done things for me. I don't I don't correlate with what's going on with the Christianity religion anymore. It's not that I'm against it.
hmm
It's the fact that I know that Bibles were written way before the Bible that everybody go off, and it has been 5, 6, 700 years of slavery and white men that had no inkling of giving a fuck about people. If you can sit up and burn a man alive in front of his family,
children.
those same men had the option to rewrite and reverse things,
And they're like,
and now we're going off something as if they didn't have any hand in rewriting shit. I'm not going off something that people have done our people off, and then they rewrote something, and now I gotta go through. I mean, I gotta abide by it. Now, I don't believe that God would do the things, the God that I know, that I feel, that I believe in. I don't think that He would do the things to His people that was done in the Bible. And on the flip side, if y'all understand, people be like, well, read the King James Version. Do y'all know King James was a king?
yeah, he was a king.
Okay, so that's his memoirs that y'all are worshiping. Know what a memoir is? Him sitting there writing about his life and what he think. And y'all worshiping the words. But I know it's a God because I know that I've been through things that something got me out of.
He's not. I understand what you're saying. It was like, I understand what you're saying. Like, you not taking what was put in a context to believe in
No,
what your God has
because
done.
a preacher, every preacher you go to, can take the same sermon and reverse it to mean whatever the fuck he want his people to hear.
Yeah.
Let me ask y'all a question.
Mm-hmm.
This is something that I really want to answer to. How do y'all feel about another race calling y'all a nigga?
Nothing.
I don't give a damn.
It depends on for me, in the sense.
It depends on what you saying it in, but honestly, on a general level,
Nothing depends it on for me. This is the
Nothing.
reason.
I'm with time because
Anybody can say
I
it.
feel like
No, I'm not.
if we can sit up and call each other niggas all day, every day, it shouldn't bother you for
That no,
another race
it should
to
bother
call
you
niggas.
because it's
It
a
don't
reason.
bother me.
The
It don't-
reason being it bother people is for the simple fact that
They looking
the-
at what happened back in the day.
no, they looking at where it came from and
That's
what.
what I'm saying.
Okay,
When I
so
say
we
back
are
in the day.
ancestors of people who has been burned alive, raped,
Whipped.
took complete control over their entire existence, and those are our great great grandmothers, and this and that and the other. If you believe, if you wouldn't let nobody do nothing to your grandmama now, just because you wasn't born to know your great grandmama, she was somebody too, and that word was
A
by
degrade.
definition a degrade to who your people was, and that's how you got here.
But
And
that's true. But I look at it like we can sit up and say nigga all day.
we
call
can't.
each
No,
other niggas
it's
all day.
there's a different terminology. So
Because, and the reason why I say that is because me working at the hospital, I was dealing with this white lady,
mm,
and as soon as I walked in the room, she was on everybody like that. It was nigger, 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 and I told her, I said that don't bother me with you calling me a nigger. It don't bother me at all. My race call each other niggas all day. So with me walking in this room and you calling me a nigga, it didn't bother me at all. Cause when I got there, them people were so upset at work, like they wanted to put this lady out the hospital.
so that
They
stuff,
was,
I'm not upset like that.
exactly. That's
But
why
this
I asked that
this
question. It's not right for another race to call you that because of what happened back then. But at
no,
the
it's
same
not.
time, it don't bother me. It
Well,
don't, I can't.
the only reason why I would probably slap the shit out of somebody, not because I'm bothered, but for the simple fact that
I know what you mean.
I know what you mean, and on the flip side, it did mean something, and that's what you're trying to
Live, make like
recreate.
yeah.
So I'm gonna show you that when you thought that you was recreating shit, I didn't fall to your will, bitch. I beat the shit out of you, or I whoop you.
Yeah.
Whole
guess
style
what?
of our business and
Guess
style of
what?
way.
I feel you.
So that's just how I
Nah,
feel.
I feel
It's
you.
like
Nah, I feel you. Because
it's on a respect
nah,
level.
no,
Like,
no,
bitch, don't play with me.
This why
I know
say,
what you mean.
This why
Don't
I say,
play with me.
Got you.
I'm
Your
sorry.
hand stay over there.
Look, this why I say I feel you because in the sense of if a white person call me a nigga, yes, I'm gonna feel some type of way because in this sense, I know what you're trying to say, who I am in this type.
The thing is, if it's one, here's the thing. I ain't gonna be mad because I know my mouth. Bitch, you finna be everything in the book.
Exactly.
But sometimes where I'm just not feeling it. And bitch, you on that. I'm just gonna be on that. Like I don't know. I'm flip flopping. I'm flip flopping.
I'm not saying that they using it in that term. I'm not saying that they using it in that term. I'm just saying, like for instance, you was white, me and you cool, we kicking it about,
that's cool.
and you say that word nigga. You gonna get mad?
Nah, that's why I said with me it
mean,
depends
That's
on.
why I said
That's why I say it
watched
depends
a
on how
lot
you
of
use it.
videos, like I watched a lot of videos like that of people kicking with motherfuckers, and they got another race around them,
Yeah.
and this person using the word that you sitting up here constantly saying in front of this person
because
so
they can't
feel
use it. That they didn't do. I mean, the thing is, this is what people need you to understand. Your people had to fight to be where you are today. So carry that with grace. So if that word was a derogatory term for us, understand it. You don't have to feel it, but you can agree that that's what it was. And bitch, you're not gonna do it. That's standing up for what everybody that fought for you did. Because it was very downgrading to the people that had to fight for you to sit in front of 90 motherfucking white people surrounding you, spitting all on you, calling you niggas, calling you nothing. It's a manipulative thing. It was a manipulative term to make us feel less than. Now that you don't feel less than, it's non-existent. The thing is, we have to stop it in its tracks. And when we let them regain power, that's what they're gonna do. But everybody's not racist. But my thing is, I understand them for the simple fact, bitch, I know what you're trying to do. And I just want to whoop you because you thought you was doing it. And I put you where you thought you was going to put me in a bad place. Simple. This is how I am.
But I just feel like this lady that I was dealing with when we walked in the room, she hollering nigga, nigga, nigga. I just feel like she was in that mind frame that she was back in the days. Like, she got dementia. Why are y'all so upset at this hospital about this lady saying this word?
Because
like,
you have
y'all
to
know, but y'all know this
I'm
lady
not
is
mad.
sick.
I look at it like
I wouldn't
this.
be mad
You
at
forget
that.
your name, but you won't forget a derogatory term.
No, I wouldn't be mad at stuff
this
like that.
This lady is sick.
I wouldn't be trying to
take you back far.
I wouldn't be
Dementia
trying
can
to
take you back a
diagnose
long
this,
way.
that, and other. If I know that the hospital have diagnosed somebody with dementia, bitch, don't spit on me and stuff like that, bitch, because I'm going to slap you. But all that bullshit, bitch, go on.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna say
Exactly.
this: them type of people, you just don't pay no mind.
Yeah, you
But
don't pay
like
no mind.
people that's in their right
Exactly.
mind, people that's in their right mind though, oh yeah, you gonna get smacked the shit out of.
Exactly. But if they using it in that term, but if you got a white friend and that white friend been around you for so
I
long,
would say this:
and you saying
If I call
nigga,
my white friend nigga, it's cool.
it's cool if he say
Look,
nigga
look
back.
at my hand. I've been trying to get somebody to see it.
Yeah, just
I be doing it. My hand be
Cerebral
doing it. That's a
palsy.
nerve.
yeah, the nerves bad in your hand.
It's a nerve.
I don't have bad nerves.
It's not a bad nerve. It's just
It's a
nerve.
jumpy nerve.
My lip.
It's
do
a
that.
jumpy nerve.
My lip.
But
my,
we had
my
came
lip
to
was
the
doing that
end
for
of the
2 whole
podcast,
weeks
y'all.
and
I
it
know
was
y'all
so
ready for us to
irritating.
get the fuck off here, and I know the people that see it probably ain't gonna watch this whole motherfucking thing because we done been out here long.
It's 2:00 in the morning.
Yes, 2:19.
2:19 in the morning. We would have been off had we, but we had a bad start. And then on the flip side, why the fuck did we stay out here this long? So it
To
was
be
good.
honest, it was a good
I
podcast
think-
and it was deep conversation.
Only
so-
thing that I would like in the next podcast or any podcasts in the future, if y'all want to do podcasts, you got to learn how to just get rid of the rest of the world. This is what we doing. So you won't get bored. You know what we doing. You know how to feel. You know everything because it's like, I feel like y'all are kind of like in and out, ready to
One foot in, one foot out.
type
I've been
shit.
here.
And it's like, what are you thinking about? Like, what's more important than putting
So I was
something
like that.
out? No.
No.
What's more important than putting something out there that can possibly land us somewhere way farther than we can possibly go? I mean,
Exactly, because this podcast can take you a long way.
it can take you a long way. And to be honest, it's just a start. And I know that real jobs, that real money, when people get together and make businesses, you don't get paid first. You reap the benefits later.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just it.
Well, I'm gonna say to be honest, I feel like back to what you said, Uncle, on why this generation don't have back to why this generation don't have patience.
Now you standing up.
To what you just
You
said,
okay?
what you just said is it has something to do with that because the simple fact, a lot of people
Podcast
don't want to
don't eat
benefit
up, eat
later.
up.
They want to benefit now.
But you're
You know
not
what I'm saying?
benefiting. You getting a bullshit portion, and then somebody stick you in a pay rate because you was okay with accepting that. Now all the rest of these CEOs and shit making bank, and you sitting here making $20 an hour because that's what you wanted to do. So
Yeah.
I started paying you $20 an hour. Most jobs, once you accept it, they don't want to up
Pay, yeah.
no pay. So you fucked yourself.
Yeah, no,
when
that's
you
what I'm
could have
saying.
sit in it and we could have all gained
Get
something,
something at the
and you
end.
could have had a portion of something.
And you know what? To be honest, I feel like it's a black race. That's something we all suffer from. That's
I don't
why
suffer from
nobody.
that.
No, when I say we all suffer, I mean like that's why as a whole, as a collective, as a race, we can't
Yeah,
get
they
ahead.
need to do something because I don't. Every dime that I make, I get it later.
Mm-hmm.
Let me get one of these ways.
But we finna end the podcast because everybody ready
She
to go.
Daddy was
Hey
here
man, we
and
gonna be
she's
back, man.
out.
Mike, you know, man, Mike B, aka
We'll
Mike
see.
Jones Jr., man. You know what I'm
We'll
saying?
see.
We gonna be back on this.
We'll
joint.
see.
I
I
know
don't
we'll
think we
see.
gonna have the little white boy back
Yes, there is.
because
I'm gonna be on there.
ain't nobody finna act like halfway through the sermon they
just
ready to
wanted
rock.
some food. Bro.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? We gonna be back, man. You know what
We
I'm saying?
gonna
Live
come
in the flesh.
full. We gonna come ready to work, and we ain't doing no more of this sensitive ass shit.
We might have time finance cooking sitting in front of the podcast eating and talking.
Hey, y'all, we gonna have an AKA baddie scene after this.
But we gonna see y'all later. It is the Weekly Mirror, the first episode. I forgot what it's called, the Human Dump. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Hopefully y'all can take something from it, and we gonna do this shit. Now I am
Mike Jones.
I am getting my podcast room made now, so we in the living room. But we're gonna do what we gotta do. But it is the Weekly Mirror. We're gonna see y'all later.